And we are live. How's everybody doing? Hey.
Hello.
Good to see you guys. We are back with episode 4 of A Light in the Darkness. We'll make the introductions quick and get you guys let me try that sentence again. We're going to get to the introductions quickly so we can get right to the action and get I'm just going to stop trying.
We're going to do the thing.
We're going to have some fun. But let's meet people before we have fun. I'm going to start. My name is Logan. I am your game master, as the big title card underneath my screen says. And these are our wonderful players that you've probably seen a couple of times before. But if not, can you please introduce us to yourselves?
I am Andrew. I am playing Dako, a monkey.
I am Jared, playing Rowan, a normal person.
Raised by normal people.
I don't think we're allowed to say that in this.
Oh, sorry.
Human raised by
A
humans.
human.
Perfect. Thank you.
I'm Eliza. I'm playing Marin. She's an elf. She's a cleric.
Perfect.
And I'm Eric, and I'm playing a little guy.
But just a little guy.
But in the game, he's playing a gnome.
Oh yeah, that too.
But we're excited to be back with you. Hopefully you guys haven't missed us too much since last week. Before we get started, if you enjoy what you're watching, if you wouldn't mind liking, subscribing, keeping active in chat. We don't always get to respond right away, but we love seeing the interactions and hearing from you guys what you enjoy. And then when this isn't live anymore, if you could leave a comment, we'd love to hear from you about anything and everything. If you don't see them on the pause screens, we are on Instagram at lamplight.legends. We're on TikTok as Lamplight Legends. We're on YouTube as Lamplight Legends, and we're on Twitch as Lamplight_Legends. But if you're not watching us on YouTube or Twitch, I don't know how you found us.
It is interesting.
But yeah, and then of course, if you want more of our content, if you love seeing the quirky, crazy sketches that show up on our Instagram sometimes, you can also follow Hawken_headlines. That is Eliza's art channel, and she does all of our fantastic character art. So, without further ado, we bring you episode 4 of A Light in the Darkness. Ooh, that shimmer was really nice. The party has finally arrived at the fabled elven village, and already they have found themselves at the center of a contentious situation. Upon first nearing the verdant grove, they were immediately stopped and arrested by a band of elven sentinels, headed by the surly Doran. Doran curtly informed the party that the elven village, known as Tolasimp Terrace, is not open to visitors, and not likely to share what they have. He recognized, however, that their growth is attracting the attention of many in the wilds, and that without external allies, this newly budding grove may not survive. Eremos, the leader of this small community, is unfortunately unwilling to hear any talk of sharing their knowledge, especially with outsiders. Doran recommended to the party that if they truly do want a chance to speak with Eremos, they should seek to sway the others in town. With that, Doran released them and pointed them in the direction of where they could go to find people that need help. The crew made some promises to help Balaam, a smith in town, as well as Jeshua, a leather worker. Searching the nearby wilds revealed some clues as to Jeshua's missing daughter, but with little more to go on, the group settled down for the evening. And I believe that is about where we ended. You guys had stuffed your bellies with the many different drinks that the root cellar had to offer. Patty has drank his fill of milk at Elios's bar, and he is fast asleep. Is there anything you guys want to do with those quiet hours of the evening, or should we just screen wipe to morning?
I've already gone to bed, so
yeah. In fact, as you rolled out your bedroll and kind of settled down for the evening, you feel like a little warm feeling on your back, and as you look over, you see Patty is nestled up against your back, passed out.
I'll just ignore it.
Okay.
I do have something I want to do. I want to ask you a question. How does long rests work again?
Yeah, great question. So long rests in Pathfinder are a little bit different than they are in D&D. You don't get that like full up like you do. Mm-hmm. You get a number of hit points equal to your level times your constitution modifier with a minimum of 1. So you'll recover some hit points, but it's not going to be like D&D where you're just back up to your top. Your best way to recover hit points is to do the treat wounds, which you can do once per hour on someone. And then the part of your long rest that's the most important is the end, when you need to make sure you're selecting your daily preparations. So that would be like for you, your mutagens or your potions. For you, that would be your spells. Are we ready to say that you're preparing spells, or
no. Not that I
subconsciously, yes.
technically.
Okay.
Because
yeah, I guess you wouldn't as a spontaneous caster, right? And you prepare your anger. Yeah, but yes. Did you have any other questions then?
Nope. Well, I guess I will treat wounds on myself.
Okay.
So, oh yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, it's a 2d8.
2d8. 2. That's kind of crazy. All right, I'm full heal.
Nice. Marin, what are you doing this evening before you settle down for the night?
She always takes a little bit of time before going to bed, and then in the morning waking up just to like do a little bit of meditation and then a little quiet prayer. So she's going to kneel where she's going to like kind of make her bed and just kind of meditate and like take in all of the like life force around her, just feeling everything.
Yeah.
And I imagine since there is more plant life in this village, that she's just kind of taking that all in and just like kind of letting that like rejuvenate her magic.
Yeah, can you actually roll me a religion check?
Sure.
Hey, Marin, you're kind of hogging all the life force. Could you not?
Plants just decay and die.
12.
Okay. There is definitely, with the overwhelming amount of nature that you're experiencing, obviously this is probably incredibly special for Marin particularly, because you have not been somewhere outside of maybe your little apothecary that's had so much green and so much life just everywhere. And you can feel the kind of impressions that each of these things leaves on the aura potentis, that magical field that binds everything together. Unfortunately, you can't quite tap into that fully. It doesn't fully kind of run through you in the way that you would hope with your meditations, but there is still that, that joy and that peace that comes from it. Definitely. Cool. Anything that Daco is doing?
Dago is going to drink and get a little buzz and then go to bed.
Okay. Sounds good. And I didn't even ask. Augustus, what are you up to?
Oh. Sorry.
Besides getting up and out of your chair.
I definitely didn't drop my cap right there. Which is a very Augustus thing to do in the first place. But Augustus is definitely tinkering with all of his potions and whatnot. He doesn't really have many extra resources because he hasn't really had a chance to get much more.
Yeah, so I will say, in this room that you've been given in the root cellar, it's kind of adjoining this main tavern area where you can see the tables and whatnot. It's a sort of storage room. So pushed to the sides are a bunch of crates and barrels. If you were interested in maybe pilfering through those, you could. Maybe wouldn't be certain how the owner would feel about that, but
Augustus would feel weird about it.
Okay.
So dead bodies, he's willing to pilfer.
Right. But I draw a line.
Functioning businesses that isn't
Local
the
business?
Marigolds.
I'm not about to mess with capitalism.
No, but he'll mainly just kind of the two mutagens he's learned over the past couple days, the bestial and the serene mutagen. He'll really be experimenting with those two.
Okay.
And just kind of like vigorously writing down the notes and whatnot for it, and how they work and whatnot, and
Awesome.
the ingredients used for them.
Yeah. Well, I'd say that as each of you kind of settle into your nightly activities then, for the first time in a long time, and honestly probably in any of your memories, you go to bed without that overwhelming chill that just kind of settles upon everything in Lumira. It's still cold, it's still nippy, but the worst of it seems to be kept at bay. And each of you drift off to sleep. However, before you get too cozy, too comfortable, morning has arrived and you hear a sharp knock that wakes each of you from your slumber. It's not at your door, and it's muffled, but you can hear it. It sounds like it's coming at the door to the root cellar. You hear Patty kind of groggily, what's going on?
Not sure. We'll figure out in just a moment.
Probably not our business.
I guess this is definitely like sitting at his like little table, like his head on the desk. The desk is like his hair just
mohawked. Okay. And you hear it again. At this point, you hear Elios. I'm coming. Oh, it's early. And he climbs up the spiral staircase. You can hear his feet creak on the boards as he goes up and opens the door. From upstairs, you can hear a muffled voice that you recognize belonging to Isham. He says, Elios, we're in the area, and we had heard that the visitors were being kept here. What? Don't know what you're talking about. Please, Elios, if they're here, I need to speak with them. I don't know where they are. Maybe they took off. They could be anywhere. As one of the sentinels, you know that I would receive a report if that were to be the case. And you hear the conversation kind of go on this way. It seems very clear that Elios is trying to stall Isham at the door.
Which is, we just talked to Isham yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
We gave Isham the guy in the purple robe, right?
Mm. I don't think there's any reason for us not to confront Isham, and also there's not really a way for us to leave. I think we can go talk to them, right?
I don't. Yeah, there's no reason why we shouldn't. We don't have anything to hide, so.
I don't know.
I'm gonna quick put my hood on. So
I don't do well with confrontation, so.
Is he not being straightforward about it? What are they saying? What are they talking about?
Elios is trying to stall him to protect us.
Okay. Is there a reason why he's protecting us?
I don't think so.
This
is making me nervous.
Let's get ready. Baron, you should probably lead the way here.
Yes. So I'll get up and head out.
Okay. Yeah, so you just push open the door. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. As the door creaks open, you get a kind of a sight line up to the feet of where Elios and Isham are. As you do that, Isham gets a good look down at you guys, and Elios goes, "Oh, are those visitors? Right, yeah, no, I'm old. Forget stuff." And Isham just kind of shakes his head. "I just need to speak with them for a moment." All right. And Elios steps out of the way, and Isham begins to walk down. You see that he is actually accompanied by two other sentinels, and the reason for Elios's initial concern seems to be a little more apparent. They are all armed, and they are all wearing kind of not like heavy armor, but they're wearing armor. Isham.
This is interesting.
Is everything all right?
Yes. I apologize for the disruption. I hope I didn't interrupt your slumber. Okay.
What do you say?
That I have.
Oh, he wants to know if you interrupted his he interrupted your slumber.
Oh, he didn't. I didn't interrupt his slumber, did I?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What is slumber?
What you were doing just a couple minutes ago?
Oh,
That's slumber.
oh, that's a slumber. That's a nice word.
Sleeping is another word for it.
Okay, I'll put that in the old mind palace.
I'm glad you will.
Oh, you mean REM sleep?
Right. I'm trying to think of a sleep adjacent.
Oh, you mean
word.
being unconscious?
Yeah. Well, I see that I perhaps have, and I apologize. I come at the request of Lady Lucida. She is inquiring further as to your discovery yesterday.
Yes.
Yes, she wanted us to take her to where we found the amulet, I believe.
Yes. Perhaps I can give a little more an introduction of what actually. Well, Lady Lucida actually, upon hearing that news, came to the Sentinels and asked that we put you under arrest. She was concerned that perhaps you were involved with whatever group she had mentioned. However, I stated your case that you had brought the body of that interloper to us, and that it seemed that you meant no ill will. And so, after being able to talk her down, she would like you to assist us in finding whatever it was, wherever this person came from.
Who's relaying this back to us? Are you relaying this
Yeah,
back to
I
us?
can-
Patty
that.
is probably also.
Oh, Patty
Yeah.
also.
Yeah, he said something about the interloper.
You can tell him that we were pretty sure we were going to do that anyway.
Yeah, why would he mention the whole jail thing? That doesn't seem very.
Yeah, now I just feel more threatened.
Yeah,
As I'm like making it very obvious, I am unarmed.
You're not an
don't
arm,
have
you have
our-
two arms.
Do we have our armor? We just don't have our weapons, right?
You have your armor, yeah. Just not your
Okay.
weapon.
Our party is happy to assist in any way we can. That's why we're here. We're here to help. We
I'm
want to
grabbing
gain
milk.
Lady Lucida's trust in any way.
And I simply meant to illustrate to you the level of her suspicion. But yes, we hope that you can provide that assistance, and we can make this
I think that we were gonna go do that with you guys because I was the one that found the amulet, and I could show her exactly
Isn't this,
what
yeah.
I think they're gonna go mining.
Well, either we were going to help with Doran as a group either way. I think beginning that was the that was the
End
evening.
of the day,
That was the
then.
end of the day. Yeah. You can tell him that we had made a commitment with Jeshua and Balaam. Was it Jeshua? No, Jeshua's the dad. We made a commitment with Balaam to help mine more raw materials
Mm-hmm.
this morning ish.
Yes, unfortunately, I think that to act against the will of Lady Lucida at this juncture would be treacherous.
Okay.
Yeah, ask him if it'd be a good if he can do a favor with us and just send word to Balaam that we have been preoccupied.
I really love the way that we're talking to each other
Yeah.
through a line.
Yeah.
Yes, for anyone listening and not watching, Marin is the party's translator.
The trusted translator.
Patty's also doing the work, but
Yeah.
comes through a little jarbled.
Yeah. Marin speaks Elvish, and the elves are speaking to us in Elvish.
Yeah.
And Patty speaks shorthand Elvish.
Elvis.
Patty speaks Elvish.
Hey. Oh.
The elf said, "Oh, ho."
Yeah. Yes. I will dispatch a few of the sentinels to go to Balaam and let them know.
Thank you.
Are there any preparations you'd like to make? If not, then we should probably...
Can you ask for arms?
Yes.
I thought we were
Doran
getting
took
those
our
plus-
weapons and said that we could not have them until we rejoined him with
I see.
his meeting with the Talic Consortium. And
We are very useful as information only at the moment.
I'm sorry, meeting with whom?
Doran?
Doran was meeting with the Talic Consortium. I thought you were with that group when we made that.
Oh, they had a rendezvous with the...
I'm not familiar. I'll have to speak to Doran on that.
Okay, but yeah, he said he would give us our weapons
If
back
Doran-
if
He told
we
us
rejoined him.
Doran, unfortunately, is a very solitary man, and so we're not always privy to where he's at, but we'd be happy to provide you some temporary armaments
Okay,
as far as this journey goes.
thank you.
Are you all proficient with short bows, long bows?
What?
Short swords?
what is he
Elios?
asking?
What kind of
sword.
weapons can you use?
I don't actually know what
Throw a
I'm...
bottle really well.
What am I proficient with? I don't know what weapons I'm proficient with, actually.
You
Off the
can
top
tell
of my
him
head.
Kinda see,
I'm very good at
Isham just
using...
kind of pulls the bow from his back and will hold it out to you.
I'm very proficient in
Oh, so
using
everything.
mutagens and
Cool.
elixirs and such.
I'm not sure that we have anything in our armory for mutagens and elixirs.
Mm.
I should be good with any sort of sword or leg of a table.
I see. So he's going
Club.
to reach for his belt and pull out his short sword and kind of hold out the sword and kind of ask for his short bow back. Just awkwardly hand it back to you. Sweet. And another one of them will pull out his short sword and hand it to you.
Sweet.
Should that be sufficient for
I favor simple weapons like a staff or spear.
a magical staff or just a
Just a staff.
Okay. Yes, I think we can find that for you.
Magical would be great.
How are you stocked in sources of beakers and flasks? And vials?
He will. Your friend will have to work with Hogglewort. Unfortunately, no one in our village does glass blowing, but Hogglewort seems to have a steady supply of beakers and such.
Who's Hogglewort?
That's the...
You all know Hogglewort.
That's
Marin
the...
doesn't.
Yeah, it's the little...
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Hogglewort is the sprite.
That's right. I
The
forgot.
the merchant spray.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So is there anything else Jessica would like to do?
Actually, if you don't mind, do you have anything shorter than this? Like
a knife?
Like a knife or a dagger of some sort?
He pulls from his back like a knife, not in his back, but like
Yeah.
in a sheath on
He's
his
actually
back.
a zombie.
He pulls a small, looks like a hunting knife from his back.
Then I'll hand the short sword back.
All right. Are we ready to make our journeyings then?
I think so.
Very
Yes.
well. All right. And he begins to lead you up out of the root cellar and out of the green grove of Tolasim Terrace.
I will say goodbye to Elios.
Oh, be
Thank-
safe.
Thank you for everything.
Uh-huh. And he's kind of just working like a stain out of one of the chairs. He's like, oh, yep. As you guys begin to travel towards the spot you were with Jeshua the day before, Isham turns to you and says, to Marin, and says, your name is Marin, is that correct?
Yes.
Are you a follower of Avena?
Yes.
Interesting. I've been meaning to ask you, but I haven't had the opportunity until now. What do you think of Tolasim Terrace?
It's really nice. I've never seen so much green other than within my own home.
I never knew there was so much green in all the galaxy.
I was trying not to say that.
I see. I suppose I had never considered it from the perspective of an outsider before. From what you know of the Verdant Mother, do you believe that this place is right?
I wish that it wasn't the only place like this, and that it wasn't closed off. Nature should be allowed to flourish and expand and grow. My parents are also devout followers of Avena, and they use their skills with magic and growing plants and healing magic to share that with our community and help them. I think that it is our duty to not only let nature be unbounded, but to assist those in need.
Yes. I suppose you're right. I just... forgive my intrusion. I mean no disrespect. I actually, before my time with the Sentinels, I served as a druid underneath Lady Lucida. Unfortunately, I was removed from the order because I asked too many questions. Chief most among those is that, and again, I mean no disrespect, but for all of the green and the food that we have been given, I'm very grateful. But if the weather is this way, if the land is cursed in this way, do you not believe that perhaps that is a punishment from Avena? That perhaps in some way the people of this continent have disobeyed her? And that maybe this is her retribution?
I hope not. I don't think that's her way. I don't think that Ivana would try to punish or leave us abandoned. I hope that the weather being this way and the wilds being so barren is because of other evil forces getting in the way.
Right. I suppose you're right. I don't know. It seems that I was hoping perhaps you had more information on Avena and the Verdant Mother, because, and he kind of looks around, and at this point you can see it's just the 4 of 5 of you, including Patty, as well as himself. The other Sentinels have broken away to go and inform Balaam of your request. But he looks around just again to confirm that there's no one else in earshot. He says, I just feel as though, despite so many claiming to worship Avena, that there are none who hear her. Lady Lucida professes to know the will of Avena, and on many instances has spoken on her behalf. And her husband Eremos says that whatever he is doing to bring this verdance to the grove, it's of her will. Something inside me says that maybe that's not true. And I just had hoped, I don't know, maybe right now there isn't anyone yet that's been proven worthy of hearing her voice. And it just leads me to confusions and questions, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect you.
No.
Man's bashing so hard.
Your leaders, the way that they have chosen to run things, I understand where they're coming from. The world outside of Tolos and Terrace is not kind to our kind. And so their reluctance to share what they have, I understand. But my party and I, we've come from our village and we are starving, and my father believes, and I believe, that we've been called by Avena to save our village and bring them a means of providing food for them. So I think that she has guided us here. I don't hear her voice per se, but I have definitely felt like we have been protected and preserved, and we've been guided here with no actual lead of finding an elven village. We just knew that the elves were in the wild somewhere, and we had hoped that we would find you at some point, and we did. So maybe we were guided.
So you believe that Avena has not abandoned us then?
No.
Nor is this her punishment?
No.
I will think on that. I appreciate your perspective.
I'm happy to share.
We're here.
as we're walking, I do want to be like, so Rowan, what do you think they're talking about?
I'm not so sure. I'll be honest with you. I was kind of wondering the same thing.
What are you, Big D?
I know what you're talking about.
What are they talking about, Patty?
They are talking about Avena. She is apparently killing people,
Oh,
as she has destroyed a lot of Flubira.
Marin worships her?
You're as shocked as I am, dude.
that's
Patty,
crazy.
I think you might
Patty,
be mixing something up.
do you want me to untie your hands, by the way?
That would be phenomenal.
Here, come here.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Man, and you can see he has little like rings on his wrists where they've been rubbed raw. The fur is like rubbing out there.
Yeah, pretty crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that Avena doesn't decide she hates Marin.
That'd be crazy.
Maybe we should all pray to Avena too, just so she doesn't kill us.
Yeah, I don't think we have all the information there, Patty.
Okay, do you speak Elven?
Wait, if I pray to Avena, can I start speaking the Elven?
I've never considered it. Should we try?
Because whenever she prays, she speaks in Elven, and maybe
Marin is here. She
maybe
can
that's
hear this
the-
conversation.
that's
really
the
busy
response.
right now. Yeah, let's try it. I say we try it.
Okay,
Okay, so
not gonna
how
participate
do
in
you
this.
pray?
I don't know. How do you pray?
How do I pray? Oh gosh.
Oh gosh,
I
it looks like we're here.
Oh, we're here.
And yes, at this point you have arrived.
Why is he with us still?
Clearing. You've arrived at the clearing that you arrived to yesterday with Jeshua. This is it. Where did you find the body?
It was over here. The body was over here, in the
Is there still blood in the snow from...
Yeah,
The amulet was in the
Probably from
bushes.
your fight with the bear, at least.
Right.
amulet was in the bushes, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. There's definitely Augustus's blood still there. So from when he got his back absolutely shredded.
Oh, because the body was with the bear.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. So
We point out the bushes on our way. To the
I point
body.
out where the bush and exactly where I found it inside the bush.
Okay. Yeah, he'll kneel down and he'll begin to look at it. And then he steps up and you see him walk to the trunk of one of these large kind of dying trees. He turns around and he says, many of these are dormant, but they're not quite dead. I think these trees may remember his passing. And you see as he kind of puts his hand and then his head to the bark of this tree.
I knew they were tree huggers.
And quiets himself for a moment before opening his eyes and taking off to the east.
Is Isham the only one with us?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that Lucida was gonna.
No, Lucida sent Isham.
Should we follow him?
Do we go?
Yeah, let's-
Are we free? We can leave.
This is our chance. Let's get out of here.
We still need our stuff.
Oh, they have our stuff.
And they might
I really
kill
want that
us if
club
we
back.
don't do it.
Yeah, but Avena might kill us if we. I don't know who to trust.
What are you talking about?
I might have been listening to your conversation, and I might have heard some terrible, terrible things.
Well, we should talk about it on the way.
oh yeah,
catch
that's more
up.
like
Okay,
I heard that Avena destroyed Lumira.
it's kind of crazy.
And the rest of us are just briskly walking because these guys are short-legged.
Just
I'll pick Fatty
the snow.
up and put him on my shoulder.
I'll pick August up.
it's actually happening.
But I'm not putting you on my back or anything. I'm just like lifting you like a grocery
It's
bag.
still the best day of his life.
I like Augustus is still running,
Yeah,
but his legs are just not moving.
Yeah, isn't that what that's what the other guy said.
No, Avena doesn't do that.
But he said she did.
No, he was concerned. He was afraid.
Oh.
But Avena's a life bringer. She is what gives all of the plants and all of us life, and she heals us. She's how I get my
Yeah,
healing
that's what I
powers.
That sounds really nice.
Yeah.
That's actually what I thought.
I
too.
know quite a bit of the other
So
gods.
Avena is the one who cursed me.
Oh, so she curses still.
Yeah.
What kind of curses?
No.
You know how I shot lightning out of my hands?
Like I could say, frost.
No.
That's kind of like a curse.
No, not like that. Like
Oh,
I don't think that is.
What do you mean by
I think it is.
cursed you? There are other gods that
mean-
do magic.
I mean, I was touched by Avena's magic, and now I shoot lightning out of my hands.
What did Avena's magic look like her magic? Or are you referring to Marin?
Marin used Avena's magic through her.
Oh, so Marin is Avena.
Well,
No.
Avena is not related to lightning in any way.
Yeah, not that I know of.
except for she's not related to weather.
No.
So I think
They're
correlation
separate.
does not mean causation.
That's true.
I mean, you're. Yeah. Well, to be fair, your magic seemed more primal in nature as compared to.
Have you
Avena's
interacted
A
with
curse is a curse is a curse.
Yeah,
Have you
maybe it's
interacted
not
with
from
magic
the
before?
green lady and maybe from the blue monster.
Well, Rowan, if you really break it
I
down,
really need to step up my mythology.
Rowan, if you really break it down, there's actually different sorts of magics and stuff like that. So I've actually been really interested in figuring out what type of magic I have innately. So
Are we here yet?
No, but you do see as you guys are running along that Isham will stop and put his head to another tree for a moment before running along.
Rowan, before I healed you and you used lightning magic, had you ever interacted with magic before?
Weren't you hit by the hag
Never.
before her? Didn't the hag do something to you?
Not magic. Oh wait, she might have.
She might have. You had a wild experience on the bridge.
That's right.
If it's a
I
curse,
totally
it's
kind of-
probably from that.
I didn't even think about that.
You guys told me about a bridge. A bridge is a monster, right?
No, there's a monster under the bridge.
It's where we
The
found
bridge
you.
is not a monster.
No.
Bridge is
It's a pathway. It's a
it's a
walkway.
pathway that connects two separated land masses.
That's an ocean.
No,
No,
the
you don't
ocean is
walk
what
on the
separates
ocean.
land masses. This connects.
Oh, okay.
So like the the wooden steps over a river. So that's a bridge.
Okay, cool.
Wait till you hear about a ladder. It's like a bridge, but up.
I've kind of learned a lot of things in a really short amount of time. Avena is maybe married. She's maybe blown everything up. She might be a lightning goddess. I don't know.
I take it back. It might be the hag that cursed me. I didn't realize it.
So, Avena's a hag?
Maybe.
Is that even? Are you allowed to
No.
say that about gods? Because I just found out she's angry. She might not keep calling her a hag.
Well, I haven't been smitten yet, so.
I was smitten once with my friend Ree.
Not that kind of smitten.
Oh.
Not the
No,
romantic.
I don't be like that either. Like, smitten like a friend.
Sure. Okay.
So, anyways, there's different types of magic, Rowan, and oh yeah, we're here. This is just talking.
I
really,
go
my
up to another
favorite-
tree and
my-
just bang my head against the tree.
My favorite type of magic is divine magic because that's really the type that I really want to get into.
Divine magic. Is that the kind that you can shoot lightning with?
No, that's more primal.
Oh,
Oh, I guess there's also a cult, but we don't really.
that sounds scary.
Yeah, it's a bit more scary.
Okay, yeah, don't do that magic.
Mhm.
Oh, we're here.
We've just walked into Isham.
Yeah, at this point, Isham has pulled away from another tree, and he says, "Here, this is where the memory is the strongest." And he pulls aside a few bushes, and you get a view into a small clearing. At the center of this clearing is what looks like a small fort. Stone walls, kind of outlined in four sides, and then a tower comes up at the backside. This is where I believe they are.
How old does the tower look?
As you get a better look, can you roll me a perception check?
While he's doing this, shouldn't we get backup for this?
23.
Well, we don't really know what we're facing right now, do we?
We're just scouting this out, right? We're not going.
Do we have light?
In.
Is it? It's still. Is it?
It's still dark.
It's still pretty dark
It's-
out here. Do we have a light?
So, Isham has one of his arrows that he has lit the tip of with a light
A
cantrip.
little torch. Oh, and light.
Mhm.
Can I make a perception check to see?
I got 23.
what, like different things could be used as ingredients in the area.
Sure. You have 23? Yeah, and also I will say that you can see that there is light coming from a few of the like small windows into this place. But as you look over with a 23, you can see I'm sorry, you're just trying to get more detail, right?
Get more detail about what the tower is. If it looks old, if it looks like a very obvious architecture type or anything.
Yeah, I would say that it definitely looks older. You can see the stones are very weathered and rounded from years of wind and rain. There is a thick layer of ice that kind of surrounds the outside, and the roof slate tiles are kind of falling off at different points.
Does it look like there's shadows moving behind the...
It's hard to tell. You can see that it's firelight, and so it kind of has an unevenness to it as it is. You don't see any obvious movement from here, though.
Okay.
What did you get on your roll?
17.
With a 17, you can see that there is a tree nearby that has been struck by lightning, and that some of that wood could be used in your potion crafting. Yeah.
Charged wood.
It has a different name. It is actually called Shut Your Mouth. No, I'm just kidding. It is.
You made that
It's on my list somewhere. Thunderstruck wood. Yep. But yeah. That song doesn't exist.
ACDC's in this universe?
Alternating current and direct current
I knew it.
to a
Yes.
tree.
But yeah, Isham kind of stands ready to follow you. with whatever happens.
So are we?
I'm just gonna go grab this real quick and then I'll.
Are you planning to? What's the plan? Are we trying to? Are we jumping the tower? Or are we? As I'm talking through you,
Yesterday,
we said
we
tomorrow.
believed that Jeshua's daughter was gone.
Oh, dang it.
If the cultists find out that we know where they are, I fear that they may do something to her, if they haven't already. So this may be our best opportunity to strike.
Oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
We don't want to.
You see Augustus in the background reaching for this wood.
You roll me a stealth check as you do that.
Oops.
Stealth. That's a 16.
Okay.
Okay.
One of the properties of thunderstruck wood is that it will sometimes reverberate thunder again. So I will let you know that you would probably be aware enough to wrap your coat around it or something as you peel it away, so that thunder is kind of contained within your coat. Yeah.
Do we notice that?
You would definitely kind of see him wrap it, and as he's pulling, he goes boom.
August, by the such, what are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
I think it's most certainly something we should worry about.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It's a secret.
Looks like he's a tree hugger too.
I guess. All right, so we're not waiting for the other sentinels.
I see the logic, but also
It's okay. You can stand in the back.
Okay. I thought you were gonna leave me here. I don't know if he left here either.
We could use some more
Yeah,
lighting.
we can hang out here because I also do not want to go down there.
Patty, what if someone comes and finds you? Then you'll be defenseless.
Yeah, but if I go down there, then they're definitely gonna find me.
This is true.
Yeah, but you'll also be protected.
By you?
Yeah.
Sorry, no offense, big guy, but you are just as scared as I am.
Yeah, but at least I can.
You don't
do
even know what's
something.
going on with yourself right now.
I really don't. Which is again why
You're
I don't
having
want
like
to
an
rush
existential
into
crisis.
this. I
Patty,
think I
Do
understand
you know what
that.
existential crisis means?
hide in the bush.
You got it.
Genuinely don't. I really don't know what that means. But
Existential crisis, it's such a simple concept. It's like you have
God's dead.
dread about your mortal existence and the things that make it up.
I don't think I understand where you're going
Don't
with
worry.
this.
One day
Wild.
you will slough off this mortal coil and head into the beyond. So don't worry about it.
Wild that a creature born from an instant has understanding of existential crisis psychology.
I'm just a little nervous is all.
Nervous? I don't know what that word means.
But he dives into the bushes.
Nervous? I've never heard of her.
That was very much like a like the scene in the movie where they like put on their sunglasses and they're like walk away
Yeah.
from an explosion. He's like,
Nervous? I don't know what that word means.
and jumps into the bushes.
Why did Patty just jump in the bush?
I told him to. He's gonna sit there and hide.
Okay. Okay.
Have fun storming the castle.
Wait, we can't say that.
All right. Shall we?
All right. Okay. I'll
there any
stand
water
next
that
to
you can
Ish. I'll stand next to Isham with my sword drawn and just nod and be like, "I'm taking. All
right.
right here.
Isn't it?
It's a gun.
Big chunk of tree bark. Let's go on the shotgun.
Basically.
Get ourselves some boys.
This here's a triple barrel, single shot.
It's the thunder gun from
Perhaps
Zombies.
This is old chaperone.
that here.
Well, it might be useful.
Perhaps Patty can protect it. Your small sprite friend.
Well,
Can
it might
you
be
use?
useful in there.
Can you use that with,
Why are you
let's say,
holding that?
less than 6 seconds notice?
Well, I'm pretty good at this stuff, so
Okay.
He knows what he's doing.
listen. I trust you guys completely.
Do you need the whole trunk though, or is bits of
Well,
bark okay?
Well, let me put it this way. You know I can make things explode more than anyone else.
You're already carrying a table, is what I'm asking. Do you
Actually,
think you
I don't
can?
think he is.
I am not carrying a
Oh,
table.
you're not carrying a table. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
You see, you know I can make things explode better than anyone else.
I was
and-
imagining him with like a bunch of stuff.
And
have this half of a tree.
I haven't seen it yet myself, but I think I could make this really pack a punch.
Yeah, you're low on stuff anyway, so sure, why not?
Let's go.
Just don't scrape it along any walls.
Yeah, he'll lead you down into the clearing. You see that he has his bow drawn and is keeping low to the ground as he heads in. You guys all want to make me a stealth roll?
Nah.
I mean, unless you're going in guns a-blazing. Or tree bark
I
a-blazing.
might have to.
What'd y'all get?
12.
19.
16.
Stealth 10.
What did Isham get?
Isham? He got a
Oh, no, 20.
27. It wasn't a 20, it was a 19. Anyway, as you all step down, Isham moves quietly, almost soundlessly through the snow. Even the crunching of snow underneath his feet seems to be muffled as he moves. And behind him, you hear squish, 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 squish. As two small trenches are being forged in the snow. However, despite your inability to keep quiet, there does not seem to be any obvious movement as to be alerted to your presence.
And we venture forth.
Yeah, I look at Isham. Okay.
All right. He steps up to the front door, and you can see that the front of this fort, there is a large, looming, sturdy door. It looks like the wood is very thick and set with metal kind of engravings around the outside. It does not look like it could easily be moved. And on top of that, marked in what appears to be blood, are symbols
I say friend.
on the door. But it opens. Yeah, I got all my puzzles from Lord of the Rings. No. You see symbols on the door etched in what looks to be blood. And in fact,
Do we recognize any of the symbols?
well, are you looking to investigate them?
No, I was just wondering if any of the symbols were the.
Yeah, let's. I mean,
Oh, no. None of them are the symbol that you guys have seen previously.
Okay, perfect.
yeah, I'd like to investigate, but
Sure.
I'm not the most
I will allow
investigative.
for 2 Arcana checks to be rolled on it.
Arcana?
I'm good at that.
I can make one. Are you good at Arcana?
I'm good at Arcana.
Okay, then you can make it.
Well, there's 2, so you guys can both make it.
Are you good at Arcana?
No.
Okay, I'm good at Arcana.
Oh, that's not.
So is it a? It's a door. There's no lock.
But
Correct. There is no obvious lock.
I got a 9.
I got a 16. I got an 8 on the die. So
Okay. I will
got a
tell you
lower
that
problem with that.
what you know about these is that they look to be runes of some sort. And as you watch
I think
them,
they're runes.
but as you watch them, you actually see their forms begin to almost move before your eyes, reshaping themselves and slowly forming themselves into new shapes.
I might need glasses.
Or to lay off the milk.
If you can read this, you're dyslexic.
But with your understanding, you don't know very much more.
Yeah. These seem to be magical runes, and those for those who don't know what runes are, magic letters in a specific language. I don't know the language, but it's probably some sort of seal, if I was to guess.
Or trap.
That too, it could be that.
Maybe we should find another way in then.
Baron,
I mean, yeah.
ask
we
Isham if he has any ideas, or if we should just find another entrance.
They look like They're meant to seal this place.
What?
I don't know any more than that.
So if we try to open the door, would it alert them that someone's trying to get in?
I don't know the specific nature of the magic, whether it's to ward us off or to perhaps
Do we still have the
those
amulet?
inside. Anything could be a possibility.
Ask Isham if he has the amulet.
Or
Or did we give that to him?
Lucida had it.
Lucida has the amulet.
Oh. She still does? She didn't give it back?
I wouldn't
Danny,
imagine that
them.
he would have it on him.
Can I look for another entrance?
You may. Yes, I will also allow for 2 perception checks to kind of survey the area.
Augustus would like to check for something, but not necessarily an entrance, but maybe a place to make an entrance.
I'm going to do the second roll.
Man wants to build a bomb.
There we go.
Yeah, you can.
I got a 22 and he got a...
16.
Oh,
22 to 16. Okay. As the
I'll-
2
I'll
of
go
you,
based off the better roll.
what are you guys doing? Can you explain to me a little bit more specifically what you're doing?
Just walking around the.
I'm walking around, I'm looking up and down. I'm
Okay.
like
Yeah.
kind of putting my hand on the wall away from the
I'm
door.
not. I'm just looking.
Put my hand on the snow. So, are you guys going in the same direction, opposite directions?
I'd go the opposite,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Okay.
I would at least tell Daco, maybe both of them, like, it's like, do you think there's a weak point in the wall?
That's kind of what I had in mind, but
Funny enough, you should say that, Daco.
there's a big hole. Hey guys, there's a big hole.
There's a big old draft just coming through, and everyone looks really chilly. No. As you walk around, one of you one way, the other the other way. Daco, you come along the side here, and you notice what looks like a shimmer of light. And as you get a better look at it, it resembles in both appearance and brightness, well, much more dim, but in shape and in style, the Light of Ember's embrace. It appears almost as if the Aurora Borealis style lights have descended, and as you watch them shimmer, they almost seem to point to a place about 15 feet up on this tower of the fort.
What is this? Is it a spot, just a spot on the wall, or is it like a?
So
where
as
it's
you,
pointing?
where
I
it's
can
pointing-
walk back a little bit and look
Yeah.
up.
So as you walk back and you see kind of where it's shimmering towards, there does seem to be a place where you can now tell. You would not have been able to see this before without it being pointed out to you, but the stones seem to, the mortar that holds them together seems to be flaking away.
Okay.
It seems to be a weak point.
I mean, I'll lean over so I can get within eye shot of everybody and kind of like wave them over without saying anything.
From way up on a hill, you see Patty go. No.
I'm not coming.
Isham, however, does move around the side.
And I'll just point there, just kind of like describe with motions. I'm like, why not saying anything? It's like, hey, there.
Cool.
All right, come around the corner. And still holding my big old chunk of wood.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
I don't know what's the
up?
plan, Doc.
I can climb up if we want.
We might be able to.
It's not super high.
So it's just a weak point, right?
It looks pretty weak.
Do you think you could wedge this piece of wood in there?
What are you thinking? Just using the wood, or are you trying to do something to the wood while it's wedged in? I was thinking of just grabbing this sword and just finding a crack and jinking it open.
if the wood is struck in a specific way, it can explode.
Do you want to use that on the building? It's pretty old.
And pretty loud.
It's okay if it's loud if it kills everybody. Well, kill adjacent, but that might be more damage if that could harm the person we're trying to save, possibly.
If they're in there.
If they're in there, or anyone else that might be in there that isn't an enemy.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if
Good idea, but we can
make
we can
one
keep that
entry
card
very,
up our sleeve.
very easily.
What's the plan?
Just so you know, the Thunderstruck wood is not by itself able
Yeah.
to blow up. You'd have
That's
to
what he said. He said
Mhm.
struck in a certain way.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put the log into the rock and I say 5-second countdown and I leave.
Alakazam! Bam!
Tell
I
Isham
figured
that unless he has another idea, I'm gonna try to climb up to the spot and get a better look. So I'm gonna do that
Okay. You have
with
a
my
climbing speed?
5 and doesn't everyone have a climbing speed?
So if you don't have a climbing speed, then it's just, I think your movement speed is reduced by a certain
I don't
amount.
remember if I do or don't, but I
So it is. Yeah, I believe it's an action, and you need to make an athletics check, unless you have a climb speed.
Figured the unrefined wood would do basically half of what the finished.
So it's inert by itself.
Mhm.
You'd have to do your alchemical work to it.
Yeah, I
To make
figured.
it
I would figure it out too. Well, I was gonna do something to it too.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if you do
Yeah.
stuff to it, that's
Why
fine.
don't you work on that while he's looking for?
Okay. I'll find a way to work on it. I guess I'll just search the area for one more ingredient.
Yeah, if you don't have a climbing speed, then
I
it
don't
is.
think so. I think that's a
Okay.
feat that I can
Then
take.
just roll
but
me
I
an
didn't take it.
athletics check. And you're just doing that, Bruin, then?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Oh wait, I
Just
have
give you some delayed daily preparations.
Yeah, pretty much.
I do have combat climber, but it doesn't give me speed. It just says I can climb with a hand occupied while climbing.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so then make me an athletics check.
The 20.
Cool. Yeah. With very little effort, you ascend the side of this tower, gripping onto these loose stones as you go up, and eventually you are even laterally with this crack, but although you're a little bit to the left of it.
Okay. I'm gonna grab the sword and kind of like chip at it, or kind of see if there's a just way of
Okay.
not attacking it or anything, just kind of like wedging and digging on it.
Roll me there's like it's not stealth, isn't there? One's like thievery.
Yeah, there's thievery.
Yeah, do a thievery check.
Oh dang, dude, I rolled really low. But it's a 12.
12.
6 plus 6.
That's something. It's the scraping is much louder than you want it to be as you're kind of trying to pull away this mortar, and you see one of the stones kind of fall out of place, giving you a view onto what's inside. What you can see is that there's a spiral staircase that leads up, and at the bottom of this staircase you can see a brazier burning with flame, and there seems to be there is a person at the bottom in the front of this brazier who's wearing these purple robes, and he is like throwing ingredients into the fire while chanting something.
Okay, do I hear any other voices or anything, other steps?
You can also hear voices coming from upstairs, though they are muffled.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can hear at least how many different voices or
Yeah, that would be fine.
sounds of different footsteps? 21.
21. You can hear that there seem to be a couple of voices, maybe 2 or 3 from upstairs, and then from downstairs you can hear that there's also at least 2 or 3 in that area.
Okay.
As you finish that up,
Okay. I was just gonna relay that with just like 2 up there. 2
yeah.
down, down,
So
and
as
one in
you
the
kind
middle.
of back up to do your relaying and look back into the hole, there is now a face staring right back at you. Intruder! Intruder! And he runs down the stairs, and you hear him start shouting. to the others.
Oh,
What's happening? I would have taken your knife, by the way.
I'll look for it. And I'm like,
to work on the on the wood.
Yeah. So as you pull your knife to get ready for the fight, it is nowhere to be seen. All right. Let me pull up the music here.
If he was gonna like spend any time investigating me, I would have pretended to be an animal. Like, I'm just a regular monkey.
I'm just like, oh, ooh, ha ha.
Ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
Can I get initiative rolls?
rip his face off like a regular monkey.
Yes. All right. Did anyone get up above a 20? 15 to 20?
17.
Nice. 10 to 15? 5 to 10.
I got a 9.
9.
6.
2 9s and a 6. We are killing it out here.
Oh yeah.
All right. Roll for issue. That was also very low. And for the purple robed boys, that was much higher.
Oh boy.
Okay, so they are going to go first, having gotten a 20 on initiative. So let me pull up the map here.
Bada boom boom.
We do have the upper hand a little bit because they don't know where we are. They just know that we're outside somewhere.
At least you are.
Well, does that look right?
You might have seen us.
I think it's opposite.
It could be. I mean, he was staring at me in the
That's
face.
right.
Okay, so let me move everyone into position. We've got
Man, I wish he was
I'll go
like
up here.
Got your eyes.
And Rowan. Okay. Oh, I don't. Let me grab another one for number 7. Will be Isham.
Nice. You should make him number 10.
Oh, that would have made more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Too late now. All right. Let me pull up the map and make sure that it looks good for everyone. Okay. Did it pull up?
Yep.
Sweet. All right. So at the top of EV initiative, there we go. Set facing, and we'll put him right there. Okay. So you are 15 feet off the ground at this point.
Hell yeah.
Looking into the face of a cultist as he rallies his companions.
Oh, he didn't run off. He's just like yelling.
Well, no, he did. He ran downstairs. So he ran downstairs to rally his companions.
Hopefully they'll open the door for us.
As you hear them. So the group upstairs begins to quickly like shout what are words that you don't understand, but they sound.
Nobody speaks English. Yeah.
They sound very not good. And then one of them actually opens up a hatch and comes down, entering the room. But he does not do anything else with his turn because that is his final action.
Wait, we can't see him though?
Well, Daco can.
Oh, okay.
Just through the little hole as he comes down the stairs.
I like to put in a C4 on the wall.
With the with the other ones, you see them all rush to a room. You actually kind of see them go around a corner and go out of sight where you cannot see them anymore. But that will end their turn. They don't make any obvious attacks at this juncture. So, Rowan, you have the first action.
I'm gonna run to August. Hey, you got that explosive?
I'm busy.
Okay. I'm gonna run just a little bit further back and hide behind the tree that I'm now in front of.
Okay. Is that your turn then?
Yeah. Can I make a stealth check?
Sure. Yeah, make a stealth check. So that'll be a third action to hide.
9. Okay.
All right. So you attempt to hide behind this bush, maybe getting your foot caught in a vine as you attempt to do so. But that will be the end of your turn. So next up in initiative is Isham. Isham, wasting no time, will immediately take an arrow from his quiver and slam it into the side of this fort. And literally just begin to climb. I'm gonna have him roll an athletics check.
These are some strong arrows.
No, they're not. He gets about 5 feet up, and then you hear one of them snap, and it drops to the ground, and he's just kind of hanging from one of them now. He pulls another one and slams it in, and it too snaps, and the one in his other hand drops, and he looks up at Daco and in Elvis shouts at you, "We're gonna need a better way in."
Huh? What?
I'll just nod.
Confused.
That will end his turn. So next up it is Marin.
Me and you have the same initiative, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you need more time, I can go before you.
Yeah, you can go.
Okay, here you go.
Does the wall? Does it look like the rest can come out easily? Does it look like it can
Yeah.
just like?
Yeah, you could use. I would let you use an action and an athletics check to just see how much of this you could pull away.
Yeah, can I do that?
Go for it.
20.
Yeah, perfect. You just take handfuls of this rotting stone and just pull.
And
it
I
out.
can kind of use both of my hands because I have a tail that
Yep.
I can use as a
hand.
to pick or interact with objects.
Okay, so maybe you're holding with 3 of your paws and the one hand and one tail are just kind of pulling things
Yeah.
out. Yeah, but you do clear like a man-sized hole that you could fit through, or Venaran-sized hole. Sorry.
Okay, can I climb in?
Yeah.
And is there?
So yeah, you move.
I don't have
in-
rope. Is there? Do I see any sort of rope? Just
Well, what
by
you see
chance?
is a cultist who is heading down the stairs and is now standing directly in front of you.
Okay. How
so
many
you-
actions do I have?
You have one more left.
Push him.
Push him down the stairs.
Yeah.
But he's not. He's. I'm in the middle, so he's coming from down.
So if you could see on the map, you are on the outside of the staircase towards the wall, and he's on the inside, and there is no railing on this staircase.
so I can push him down.
Yeah, you could if you wanted to.
Or you can grab one and jump out the window with him too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Throw him out the window.
Can I?
Pile drive him into the freaking snow.
Yep.
Can I try to throw him out? Or can I try to throw him out the? Out the.
Sure.
Out the
I'll just
window.
use your push as like maybe a pole instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll need to roll me an athletics check.
So bad.
Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Big money, big money.
It's an 18.
Okay. I'm gonna roll his strength.
Isn't it contesting? Or
Well, you're right.
save?
It's against his DC. So his fortitude
His
save,
DC
what'd
or
you get?
my DC?
no, it's against his decision.
His DC
I mean,
because there's no competing
18.
checks. Okay, his is a 17. So barely enough. You grab him,
sucker.
you grab him by the hood that's attached to these robes, and just yank him out the window. And you see, boom, slams into the snow.
Right.
Let me roll some damage.
It's only 15 feet.
He takes 4 bludgeoning damage as he smacks the ground.
Instantly dies. Just kidding.
If he only had 4 health, he'd be a pretty weak cultist. He has 5.
He's pretty strong. Sorry.
We ate his breakfast this morning.
All right, but he drops to the ground, and that is the end of your turn. So, Marin.
I'm gonna cast Tanglefoot on the cultist that just fell to the ground.
Cool. So
He's prone.
He is prone. So
Nice.
he needs to roll a save, or you roll an attack.
I roll an attack.
Okay. Because he is prone, I will let you add a bonus, a circumstance bonus of +3 to that.
Okay. Well, then that is 24.
Nice.
24 definitely hits.
Is that a critical success?
Um,
Or does it? Or
it is no. It's against his armor class, right? Because it's an attack.
It's
so
an
it's
attack.
against
Yeah.
armor class.
There's still a critical
So-
success condition, so
What's that?
there's
Oh,
still a critical success condition.
yeah.
but it's
what's
not
his armor?
more than 10. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So he has a minus 10-foot circumstance penalty.
to his movement.
Yep.
Cool. All right. What does that manifest as? What does it look like? Explain this for me.
So it's going to be this since we're out in like the wilds and it's all like barren, it's not going to be like a very green vine, but it's gonna be just kind of like a
root.
yeah, like a root comes out and just
Yeah,
wraps
one of the
around him.
gnarled roots of these trees just wraps around his foot.
Just kind of like a fishnet, like of roots just splayed on top of him.
Probably very
Oh.
cold and icy.
Yeah, also true. Cool. All right, and then that's 2 actions, right? So you still have
Yes.
1 more.
Then I will cast guidance on Rowan.
Nice. It's +1, right?
Yep.
All right. Does he
How
get to
long does
choose
the-
when he does that, or is it just
It's on his next turn.
okay?
Is it like a permanent +1? So or is it just
Nope.
one?
No,
one time.
it ends on my next turn.
Wait, but what I'm saying is,
So is it all
one
checks
action?
until your next turn, or is it just one?
It says attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check.
So you just pick one.
Okay.
Yep.
Can I use it on my second bonus? Where if I'm attacking 2 times, then I use it?
Yes, you can pick which one. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Not that
No, I understand what you're saying.
I'm a spellcaster.
Wow,
I don't really
dude.
get multiple spells.
So that will end your turn, Marin.
Yep.
Augustus,
It's my
it's
turn.
finally your turn.
Augustus is basically going to just make a crafting check to see if he can extract the hardy
Ingredients.
parts of the wood.
Do it.
I'm gonna make a turret.
Plus 8, 13 plus 8 is 20, 21.
Yeah. What you're trying to do is just your quick crafting, right?
Yeah, quick crafting.
Yep.
So
Yeah. So you produce a thunderstone from this.
Yeah.
You're able to pull from the wood. A
Da, da,
thunderstone.
da, 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 da.
So that is 1 action. What would you like to do with your last 2?
Find a Pikachu.
Do, 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 do.
It's a shiny.
We need Raichu. And now.
Thunderstone.
I guess
You can't keep getting away with this.
Augustus is just gonna look at the wall and see if like there's like even some semblance of like a brittle part. Like obviously there's not gonna be anything as
So there's a window.
there's a window. Where?
There is a window that is. So as you look into the side here, you're on the west side of this, or so in the middle of the wall here, if you can see where I'm pointing,
Okay.
high up on there, there's like a barred window.
Okay.
So if you wanted to, you could try and throw it through there.
What I want to try and do is throw it like adjacent to the window to make
Like
the
a hole?
opening bigger.
Okay. Yeah, I will let you do that.
Just an attack roll.
Yes.
That's a 10.
Okay. That does not hit where you wanted it to.
Yeah.
It does hit.
Just go through the window and everyone dies. The end.
You instead of hitting close to the window, you kind of hit a spot off to the side. Go ahead and roll the damage on it, and
Okay.
we'll see if you can blast a hole through.
Let's see. Let me just do this. Sorry, I gotta pull it up. So, phone it is.
Skyne Zero, if you're still with us, actually, the buzzards from Jungle Book were the inspiration for Patty's voice. Not
You mean the
Paddington, but-
Beatles?
Yeah. The beetle wannabe vultures.
Types of.
Correct.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Okay, so it looks like it's just a D4 with 1 sonic splash damage, and the DC is 17. Well, one
Okay.
says that, but for the people around
save,
it,
yep.
yeah. Max damage 4.
Sweet. That
Plus
is-
1 is it 4 plus 1 sonic damage? Is that what it is? Or
So the
Yeah,
sonic is
plus-
splash damage. So
Yeah.
that means all the spaces around it take 1 sonic
Yeah,
damage.
it's a 10-foot.
All right. That is exactly enough. As you throw this thunderstone, you boom, and a chunk of the wall just starts spraying out. I'm going to mark it here on the map, and I need Marin and Augustus to make me reflex saves.
because he threw it right next to Mary.
It's okay.
Mary's like, "What are you doing?"
I know what I'm doing.
Haha, haha.
21.
17.
Okay, 17 is enough for both of you to save. So
Marin's point of view is just like us, just like chucking a rock right behind her.
yeah, Marin, you look over your shoulder as he goes, fire the hole! Oh, boom! Right
Sorry.
next to you, a hole has erupted in the wall. It's about 5 feet off the ground, but it is in the wall and big enough for you guys to crawl through.
I believe
That was 2 of your actions.
That is 2 of my actions. So I can see inside now, though, right?
What's 5 feet off the ground? So you can see the roof.
I'll just move to the side of the hole, not
Okay.
like right in front of it, but like
Here?
yeah.
Cool.
That'll be my last action.
All right. That makes it the cultists' turn. They are going to. You see those of you who are over 5 feet tall can see as the remaining ones that are in this room file on into the room beyond. Oops, I have these marked. So the other 2 that were upstairs now filter in down behind this other one.
No, yeah, okay, I was
That
gonna
one's
say.
down on the ground.
Cool.
They enter here, and they have their what looks to be like ceremonial knives drawn. Each of them is going to try and hit you with them.
Okay.
But the other 3 are going to coordinate in here. And as they enter in, Augustus and Marin, and well, you're close enough, Rowan, as well that you would hear. Well, I guess all of you are close enough because you're inside. So you hear a loud scream that is quickly cut off. And it does not sound like it belongs to any of the cultists.
Went from which direction?
The room,
From the room.
Over here.
Which room?
This.
the one they ran into. Is it on the first floor?
Yes. Yeah, this is all the first floor. That staircase he's on leads up to the tower. That will end their turn. So next in initiative is Rowan.
Daco, save one of them. We need to question them. I'm going inside.
You have one. It's right there.
Guys, keep this one alive. I am gonna.
Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I'm backing it up. I forgot about the one that's on the
I
ground.
was gonna say.
He's going to get up, and his movement is reduced by 10 feet. You said. Okay. Is that every time he takes the move action, or just?
Seems like every time. Right
Does he have to make a save every turn? Oh no!
It says for 1 round, and it can attempt to escape against my spell DC to remove the penalty.
Cool. I'm just going to assume it's every time he takes the move action. That would make sense to me. So he's going to get up, which uses an action, and then he's going to try and move. And he's going to get up with Isham, and then not having anything prepared, he's going to spend his last action to draw his dagger. So that ends his turn. Now you can go.
Do I see the second and third cultist next to Daco?
high up, so
You
high
can kind of see that he looks to be engaged in something with someone.
But I can't
So
see
you can't
them.
see exactly who they are.
Okay.
You might see like a head or 2 or a shoulder or 2 or something.
Yeah, you can see that there's someone there. Shadows, probably.
If I were to throw out, how far away from them am I?
So you're 15 feet down and about
15 feet. below them.
25 feet-ish away. So we have a resident mathematician here who could probably do the high.
Yeah, Pythagorean theorem. Go.
15 feet up plus 25 feet squared, and then the square root of that. I don't know. Chat, can you guys do that for us?
So I imagine 30 feet is probably not enough.
Probably. No, I'd say probably not.
Okay.
You can move in closer and do it.
Would I see them if I moved in a little bit closer?
Oh, that is a good point. Probably not.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to instead shock the guy next to Isham.
Okay. Keep this guy alive.
I said keep one of them alive.
Okay.
He said you have one.
Gotcha.
So I'm not gonna move closer to him.
Yeah, sorry, I moved you back.
And I'm gonna send out a lightning strike.
All right. Zap him.
Does a... Why doesn't it tell me?
Just kidding. It's a reach attack.
Yeah. Oh, it's just a reflex save, so I get...
Oh, he makes a reflex save?
Yeah. Do I roll against that then? I don't.
Against your spell save DC.
Okay.
I'm just going to tell you right now, there's no way he saved.
Okay.
Unless your spell save DC is less than 10.
Spell save DC, is that the same as class DC?
No, it's a little bit different.
Oh, I see.
Then he's gonna take 2d4. Do you have a
Nice.
D4 I can borrow?
Yeah.
Give me your power. Give me your strength.
You have my sword.
Oh, sickness. That's 8.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's max damage.
Yes, it is.
Heck yeah. What does this look like?
Is he dead?
I'm gonna hold out one hand and throw out a. I was thinking that, but I don't think I'm that confident yet. I'm gonna throw out a hopeful shock.
Okay. Yeah. Electricity sparks from your fingertips and
Go
as it
lightning,
arcs
go.
forward, like almost like a lightning bolt. It strikes this thing, and he stumbles backwards. This cultist, he is not dead yet, though.
Okay.
I'm not dead yet.
I'm gonna use the rest of my action to jump in through the hole window.
Okay. You're gonna use your
The
movement.
lower hole.
All right. You climb in. I'm gonna say it's difficult terrain, so it'll be doubled there. But you have a 25-foot movement speed,
Yep.
right? Okay. You push yourself into the room. You are now standing directly before this large
Brazier.
flaming brazier. Yep. So brazier is a different thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brazier.
I
Brazier?
I thought no. I know. I'm aware.
Next to the Brazilian.
I am aware.
Oh, that's actually
Folks at home, I'm
different.
aware.
Oh, sorry.
I just
next to the
said it
brazen.
wrong. Is all.
You're not alone in that. I've also called it a brazier.
Cool.
But
Cool,
it's
cool,
it's a
cool.
brazier.
Yeah.
It's a brochure.
You should ask Patty. He could probably explain better.
for sure. Certainly.
Too bad he's not here. Rest in peace.
But yeah, you step into the room and you see that aside from the two cultists upstairs talking or
Having a
talking to-
cordial conversation.
fighting with Daco, the others have gone into that room and the door is closed.
Okay.
That ends your turn though. Isham is next, and because there's a huge gap in initiative. He's going to also. He's actually going to pull his blade, and he's going to take his. Oh no, he doesn't have a short sword. You have his short sword, and he doesn't have his dagger because you have his dagger.
Isham gave all his stuff to us. He didn't have
Just
these
has
other
the
guys
bow.
give
He
it.
has his short bow. No, he gave his sword and his knife, and then someone else also gave a short sword. So,
Oh,
But I gave that back.
right.
So now we have nothing. Yay!
So he's gonna just.
back
He's
off.
just gonna
and shoot.
punch him, and fail. So Isham just throws a punch, and it just harmlessly glances off of him. Realizing that that's probably not his best move, he's going to take an action to step. And then he's going to use his last action to draw his bow and level it at the this cultist. But he does not fire because he has no more actions. So next up is Daco. He just keeps launching.
Get
him out the window.
mad.
Doesn't really help me right now.
Go crazy. Go stupid.
Dude, I don't know. I don't think it would benefit me to try to get down there as soon as possible.
Pile drive them into the ground.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, you do think it's important to get down there as soon as possible, or you don't?
I do.
Okay.
But I'm like, I don't know if it would matter, or if it would.
Push them into the braziers.
I'm gonna probably.
You see a large pile of
I don't know what to do. Yeah, so I'm gonna.
Got some freaky stuff going on in here.
So what's the how high up are they from the bottom of the stairs?
It is. Well, you're at 15 feet, so it's a 15-foot drop.
Okay.
Double shove.
You do have a short sword.
I have a short sword.
And it is drawn because you used it to pick all the stones out.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna swing. Swing at number 2.
Number 2, my lord. All right. Roll me an attack.
3, my lord. Number 3.
3 then.
That's a 19.
Ooh, I'm sorry. That hits.
Dang
I was
it.
bludgeoning the cultist.
No.
5.
5 damage. Very nice.
I rolled a 1.
Very not nice.
I did see that. I was like,
Okay. Yeah. It does not seem to do very much. Whatever robe he's wearing seems to have some padding underneath, and it kind of.
I hate using the sword because I'm like,
I could kill him.
I can kill him.
Yeah. All right. You have 2 more actions. What do you want to do?
We'll swing again.
All right.
Yeah.
get
I'll
him,
swing
Mr.
again.
Monkey Man.
It's a -5 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was not one. I'm gonna shove him with my last action.
Okay.
Is that it's an athletics or is that another attack?
It would be an athletics check against his fortitude save DC.
Okay, that's okay.
Much better.
It's a 22.
Yes, that's enough. You're gonna shove which one? The same one that you hit?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So in a quick succession of motions, you try and slash again, but missing that, just get frustrated and grab him and chuck him out the window like the other one.
Oh yeah.
Now he also boom, and we'll take an additional 9 bludgeoning damage as he
Thank goodness.
dunks down in the mud and the snow. You did 5 at the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Marin,
Okay.
you're up.
Dude,
Seeing the
shoving
next
his
one fall
peak.
down, I'm gonna try Tanglefoot on him.
Perfect. She got the Tinglefoot on lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a conveyor belt going.
Line him up, knock him down.
22.
22 will hit.
All right.
So he is
Get him
also
up, get him
entangled when he chooses to get up.
Yep. And then for my last action, I want to climb into the building if I can.
Yeah, you want to stand next to the brazier? All right. You climb in. You still have 5 feet. You want to move anywhere else or just...
Yeah, I'll move towards the door.
Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, you step in, kind of climbing around behind Rowan, and you see that this room is very dingy. The only light coming from the torches and the large brazier at the front of the side of the room that you're at. There also seems to be a few uncanny-looking statues set to either side, and a lot of
The
just
back
kind
roof?
of general uneasiness to this atmosphere.
Very eerie.
Yeah, very eerie. That ends your turn. So Augustus.
Very uncanny.
It's
Very
my
not
turn.
Loop it up.
I will I'll just I'll take an action to like toss the dagger over to
Rowan.
no, what's his face?
Oh, to Isham.
To Isham.
Yeah.
It's yours. That's funny.
That I got from him.
Yeah.
He clearly has his bow drawn at this point. So
Yeah.
he's tossing a knife to a guy who has 0 hands open.
So roll your throw, because we're gonna do some Legolas crap here.
7 plus move.
It would be a thrown attack.
So strength.
Strength.
That's a difference for all you
Is this
D&D.
it's strength, right?
It is.
I think it's strength.
It
and
is
D&D too.
strength. No,
It's
it's dexterity.
everything ranges.
Yep.
This dex.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well,
It's different for all you
I have
D&D
plus
folk.
5 for my potion.
Unless it's
so.
It's fine. If you
frenzy
just use
throwing,
that.
I think that's
Okay,
fine.
so it'll just be 12.
12.
Just and like I'm not like chucking it. I'm like
Okay. He's not paying attention, and so you kind of chuck it, and it just lands like in front of him, and he like gives you like a second of just like before looking back at what he's doing.
it's like that's not for you. And then I just take the rest of my actions to crawl inside.
Okay, you move in. You have what, 20 feet of movement?
I think it's still just 25. Yeah.
Oh, you have 25. Okay,
Mhm.
so you can move in here. Are you using your second action to move as well?
I want to see if there's
Isham alone with
like,
all of
basically-
the guys.
like if I can find ingredients in here for something
There is stuff on the ground.
like water.
There was, I mean,
And
the,
such.
Oh yeah. So
salts that were being thrown.
yeah, there's salts and other like plant-like ingredients that are sitting here in front.
Okay,
of you.
perfect.
Yeah. So
Like-
you could definitely scoop those up.
Okay, yeah, I'll figure something out with that.
Cool. That's it for you then. So top of initiative, you hear again from inside the room another scream.
Cool.
This one more masculine sounding before it is cut off as well.
But the first one was the first one not masculine sounding?
No, the first one was more feminine sounding.
Okay.
But it didn't sound young. It sounded like maybe like a grown woman. This cultist is going to take a slash at you with his dagger.
Who?
The one in
The
front
one
of you.
standing in front of you.
Oh, me.
Oh yeah, sorry, you don't. That is a 24 to hit.
That does.
Okay. He's gonna do some crazy damage here.
Bink.
Oh, sorry. Used the wrong die.
D4? Yeah.
5 piercing damage.
Is that max?
Yeah, no, that's minimum.
Oh.
Yeah. So he stabbed at you with his ceremonial dagger, and he is going to try on you what you've tried on what you've done to his friends.
Okay. Try
and shove
Go
you.
ahead.
That's a natural 1.
Do I roll a DC? I don't roll. It's
No,
You don't roll the save. You give me your fortitude save DC.
Is that
So
class DC?
It's
No, it's-
fortitude plus 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever your fortitude save is, add 10 to it.
Yeah. Okay.
There are no competing checks in Pathfinder.
I'm just still wondering what class DC is because I'm like, well, there's a...
I
Yeah.
imagine that's like you add a class DC to your check, like healing is.
For certain abilities granted by your character's class, this DC equals 10 plus proficiency.
So he got a natural 1. In the event of a natural 1,
Yeah, what's that?
you have moved out of the way. How would you like to move out of the way?
You know, like sidestep.
So you sidestep.
Red
you can
Bull.
see he's not very like secretive or like
He just
subtle about it.
telegraphs it very.
He kind of like pulls back like he's gonna shove you, and you step out of the way, and with all the force he has, he just
Wilhelm scream.
But the problem is his foot catches on one of the cobblestones, so it's like a he smacks the wall and then smacks the ground.
That deserves an extra d6.
It deserves what I say it deserves, which is an extra D6.
Which is an extra D20.
He is going to take, holy crap, 14. Yeah, 14 damage.
He's on par with everybody else now.
that has tied for the most damage in one turn.
to himself.
Yeah.
Okay, the other two, seeing their friend, boom, slam down into the snow. The first one is going to keep as close to Isham as he can. So he steps and then makes an attack. 14 does not hit. And with a -5. Yeah, that one does hit. So,
Who's he attacking?
Isham.
Isham. He does 7 damage to Isham. As you see,
Isham.
These ceremonial daggers have like
Daggers.
that was my Fortnite accent coming out. Yeah, you see these daggers have like a long, slender, curved blade, and so he kind of slashes it across. Yeah, Isham takes 7 damage. Okay, and that is the end of that one's turn. The other one is going to stand up, use an action to do that, and he has 10 feet reduced movement, so he literally can get to the base to Isham, and then he's going to also draw his dagger.
Limping.
Yeah, that is the end of their turn. So now it is Rowan's turn.
How far away is the door?
The door from you is 45 feet.
Can I walk to the door?
Yeah, so you have 25 feet of
Just
movement,
casually.
and then you want to use a second action.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
running, obviously.
All right, so you push into this room, And as you do so,
You quickly lock the door again.
you see that
You're locked in here with me.
you slam open the door, and you can see that one of these long, slender knives has just been pulled out of the body of what looks to be a gnomish man. There are 3 cages set along the far wall from where you are, made out of like just these ramshackle cages from wood and rope. You look, getting a quick survey of the room. At the corner, you see what they've moved from. There's another already dead body of an older human woman. As the gnomish man is down, he's the second cage, and the third has a young girl with white blonde hair and pointed ears.
Dang it, wrong girl.
As you were.
One with rounded ears.
As you were, gentlemen. Wrong room.
But yeah. And there are 3 cultists in here.
Which is the one closest to the young girl?
That would be number 5 on here. So
Okay, I'm gonna focus 5.
Barges in. You hear about Pluto?
pretty messed up, right?
It's pretty messed up, right?
You are going to pay for everything, and I am just going to use all of my whatever I have, just my rage, and just
Okay.
Rage is something he does.
Sorry, actually,
right.
So you're not
This is
allowed
a spell I have not cast before. It is a force barrage.
Power word kill.
It's magic missile for the
for the folks at home.
yeah, for the
Cool.
unintuitive.
Unintuitive.
You just called all of our viewers stupid.
I see you
We
in
only
chat.
have
No,
55
dim-witted. It's a little bit
subscribers,
different.
and now we have 5 subscribers.
Knock
New
them-
chat name.
Line them up, knock them
Unintuitive.
down, baby. Is there any kind of check that I need to make to?
Well, I don't know. Does if it's magic missile? Then
no.
they just hit.
It does. I just didn't know if with what we were doing, where I,
Oh, like a wisdom save kind of thing, like a
Flavor save.
yeah. I would say in this moment, no.
okay.
Yeah.
Then I will cast force.
But you're gonna
barrage.
feel it tomorrow, dude.
Yeah.
What have I done?
What is? Yeah. Roll your check. I want to know what it looks like though.
It's a fire, a shard of solidified magic. So I imagine we'll flavor it to little electricity. Not that it's electric,
It's
but
1 bolt per action.
Uh-huh.
How many actions are you using?
I only have 1, so I will use 1.
Bing.
20.
20 damage.
No, 20 to hit.
Oh, yes. 20 hits. Well, you said it's magic missile, so I just assumed it hit.
Oh, never mind.
It automatically
Okay,
hits
never
and
mind.
deals a 1d4
Yeah, I was
plus
gonna say
1
magic missile
damage
just hits.
I am the
per
unintuitive.
action you
intuitive
use it
one.
on. So it's 1d4.
Yeah, you're not stupid, viewers.
He's stupid.
And we're stupid for trusting him.
3.
3 damage.
3 damage.
3 damage is some damage. Okay. So this, you say crystallized, like it
Yeah.
like coalesces. The magic in the air kind of forms around and shoots out, hitting him in the shoulder. He looks up at you, and now that they've seen you, they look like they're going to turn on you and start attacking.
Back off.
Oi! Bing.
Anything else? You're done.
That's my turn.
Isham
You're done, so.
is going to
Run away.
He's backed into a corner with 3 of these guys.
3 crippled guys.
He's going to take an action to pick up the dagger that was thrown to him, and then he is just going to jam it at the first one. I'm glad that I brought an NPC for this fight,
So we can ditch him.
so you guys can let him do all the fighting.
To be fair, I was the first in the building.
That
Well, second.
missed.
Second in the building.
And he is desperate, so
I had to throw him out the window.
that one hits.
Did.
It was just.
It was there.
That feels very common. The second one to hit.
To be fair, you didn't throw all 3
Which is
of them
funny.
out.
One of them threw himself out the window.
It's actually statistically less likely to hit because it's a
Exactly.
-5. 7 damage. The first one falls. You see I guess no one's out there to see it, so Isham's just doing it for his own
I can
enjoyment,
hear
I
it,
guess.
but yeah.
You hear a guttural like scream as one of them dies.
I got the assist. You got the assist.
Boom.
Did. All of them were. I get it. Bing. Assist. One assist.
Alley-oop!
50 points.
But yeah, he jams this dagger once, and then kind of getting it fended off the first time, jams it again, and this time just knocks it right into his heart. And he is dead.
Dang.
So that ends Isham's turn.
Menace.
Dako, it is you.
I will triple action run toward Jared's position. I have 25 feet, so I
Who's
can move.
Jared?
All right, 25 feet gets you to the bottom of the stairs.
I thought it was the other way. Okay.
Then 25 feet gets you here. And then your last 25 will get you there. So slamming down the stairs, running down the corridor, and then careening around the corner.
Almost hit him.
You leap over this statue and almost are to the door. But
Just
don't
doing
worry,
front
get
flips. I'm just so cool.
Parkour.
Well, you're probably like monkey. So like you grab the statue and like pounce over it like a monkey would.
Yeah, switch between going on all fours and going on like just just jumping and
Yeah. I was going to say
I'm
you
not
like
a beast. I'm just like running on all fours and then I'm like running off the wall and just
very anime-esque, yeah.
Grab the brazier.
All right.
The pile that we
Marin,
found.
is your turn.
brazier and
Would you like to cast Tanglefoot on Dako?
Or me.
oh sorry, force a habit.
I'm going to yell to Augustus, get in there and help them. Whatever's going on in there, you have to stop it. And then I'm actually going to run back outside to help Isham.
Hearing the scream, I remember that Isham's alone.
Yeah.
Everyone is now in here. Oh, Isham.
Where did Isham go?
I know Augustus. There's Dako. There's Rome.
Isham.
It's the Home Alone.
Kevin.
Okay, so running back out after having
It's
stepped
literally
in,
me.
you are
Yep.
back out here. What'd you like to do?
Okay. I am going to cast Divine Lance
She did the thing.
on number 2.
Number 2, my lord. Roll Divine Lance.
Not to go on a tangent here, but the Culkin brothers, fantastic actors. I just wanted to say to the audience that we now have, big fan of the Culkin actors. But
Macaulay.
yes, I tried to put their names together.
Kieran.
Or Kieran, if you're watching ever, hit us up. We would love to do a guest session with either one of you.
Yeah, when I was approached like a week ago about watching not the Criterion Collection, but the Culkin Collection, I was very confused. It does include all of the Home Alone movies though,
Which is weird.
They're great.
because not the ones that.
Well,
Macaulay's
yeah,
not even in.
I was like, after the second one, you're not even in this. But like, out of
But I
respect.
still feel like it's in the spirit.
Yeah, out of
the
respect.
Culkin
Out of
brothers.
respect.
15 to hit.
15 does not hit.
Dang.
No, unfortunately.
Oh well.
Yeah, they're just strapped onto those ropes.
All right.
Kevlar and
Augustus,
Just an S.
get it.
What ingredients do I have?
I would say you can pick up probably what you need to make pretty much whatever you have.
You have rat hair, a little
right.
bit of a toothpick, and some apple left.
No, that there is a lot of ingredients here though.
Okay.
They kind of are using these as for rituals. So
Okay.
Starts listing the ingredients for meth.
Let me see
methylamine.
what this one
You
does
find
real
an
quick.
entire train car full of methylamine. We've got to cook, Augustus.
kind of cooking.
Walter?
No, this is blue pop rocks.
Balder?
Balder White, is that you?
I
Balder
guess
Bite?
I will just
Balder Black.
Mr. Bite?
try and make a bestial mutagen out of the ingredients I have.
Okay, go for it. So you quick craft, is that once a turn or is there a cooldown on that?
I don't think
I'm gonna beast it.
We're going beast
There's like a
mode.
number of times a day you could do that or something.
so.
I could be wrong though.
Bro's gonna get shrinked up.
Golly Culkin, what a guy.
Maybe it's just that you have to do the check.
Yeah, it's basically I just have to do
Okay.
the check.
Cool. Yeah, make your check.
So That's a 17 on the die, and I have a +8 to crafting. So.
Yes, definitely. You're trying to make your bestial mutagen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So as you're still kind of moving along the floor, just quickly slamming ingredients together, you find some animal bones and pieces that you can slam into this potion.
Just like kind of, like just smash it together, and like it's like almost like a sludge. At this point. It's not really an elixir, and he's just like.
Yeah, it does not go down easy.
Take an action to do that real quick.
It's a little bit of it hurts your tummy as it goes down.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna sit worse than the milk, but he's gonna take the rest of his actions to move.
Okay, so you use an action to make it, you use an action to drink it, and now as you start sprouting hair across the backsides of your arm and large claws erupt from your fingertips, you tear across the ground, ripping up the floorboards as you move
Mr. Hyde
up next to Daco.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think I have any additional movement from it, so
cool. Then that is all. With that, it is now the cultist's turn once more. This one's going to, from his location, stab at Isham. That's gonna hit. That's gonna hit. That one doesn't hit.
I was gonna say with a -10, really?
Yeah, that one does not hit.
That's just a movement though.
So no, that one's attacking him 3 times.
No, I know, but the -10 is to movement.
No, that's from Tanglefoot. The -10 attack penalty is.
That's what you mean.
Yeah.
Attack penalty.
I thought you meant like each one was a different guy. Got it.
That's 8. That's another 6. All right.
save him.
Yeah, Isham is looking. He's taking some damage as he's fending off these cultists. The other one is going to step forward and make a pair of attacks as well. No. Okay, neither one of those will hit. So, being double teamed by these cultists, Isham manages to keep them at bay, but only barely. The other group, however, now turn their sights on a new target. Rowan, you are going to be approached by all 3 of these cultists. And they are all going to take turns having at your arteries.
Uh-oh. This is not
My
good.
arteries.
26. 17. 13. All right. That was the first round.
Well, he wouldn't get 3 attacks
He would get 2.
because they
They have to move.
That was an action movement.
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh, cool.
They each make an attack, and they're each making their second attack.
Oh, I see now. Okay.
But you rolled
12.
3 times.
No, because
I
the
rolled
3
each
different
3 attacks.
Oh, you're all running at one time.
13. Okay, so all of the second attacks miss, but 2 of the first ones hit.
I can take that.
You can.
I absolutely can take that. I
can
was
take
expecting death.
Except one of them's a crit. You die.
13. You take 13.
Was
piercing
it? Wait, what
damage
was
as
the
they-
first? What's the first roll?
The first roll was
26.
a 26. What's your armor class?
14.
Oh, that's a critical hit then.
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't joking.
Yeah.
So that's 1 more damage. You take 15.
Yay!
All right. Yeah, they
My
are,
arteries.
It's honestly like picture Caesar getting killed. It's like they just kind of start coming up and just having at you. You see in their eyes is just this bloodlust. Yeah, thank you. That's a good word. Yeah, that ends their turn, however. And it is now your turn to retaliate.
I'm gonna step feebly. No, I'm gonna feebly electric arc.
Okay.
And that is a reflex on 2 creatures.
On 2 of them? Which 2 are you choosing?
4 and 6.
4 and 6, okay. What's your DC?
It is an 18.
And you said it's a reflex save?
It's a reflex.
One of them, 6 saves, 4 does not.
Okay.
Is it no damage if they save?
It is
What level of quick success?
No, I think
It
it doesn't say. I think it's just 0 damage.
Okay.
So the way that it works. Oh, I'm sorry. If it's a simple, does it say it's a simple save?
It just says
Basic.
Okay,
Basic.
yeah, sorry, a basic save. So the way a basic save works is that if you succeed, you take half damage. If you critically succeed, you take no damage.
Okay,
If you fail, you take damage. If you critically fail, you take double damage.
If you want us to make more videos going into depth about these concepts,
Leave it in the comments.
Spam the
Yes.
comments.
Yep. Not with anything relevant. Don't comment anything
Just-
about us making these videos.
This
Just
is a very
leave
good
a
dice.
comment.
It's a very good dice.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
5 damage, and with my class
5 to the
ability-
one that didn't save.
5.
Yes, and then half to 2, I guess,
'Kay.
for the one that did. I have propelling sorcery, so as a free action, I can either push one of these guys 5 feet or step as a free action. So I'm going to step back
smart.
5 feet.
Cool.
And I push back.
Yeah, almost. Maybe it kind of like pushes you off the ground, and you kind of
Yeah.
hop back.
And then I'm going to kind of put my hands up to like
Steady yourself.
steady myself and cast shield as a magical shield.
Okay, that's just a single action.
It is.
Cool. All right. That being the end of your turn, Isham is going to continue saving all of you.
What are you I saved the girl.
Sorry, she's in another castle.
No.
Mario. First one hits, and the second one
Nintendo
is
will come
going
after us.
to-
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
They really will. They have no remorse.
Big brother mafia.
The second one does not hit, and then he's going to step as an action. So the first one hits. I should probably have rolled that better, but it's 5. Thankfully, 5 is all I needed. So he takes out the first one. Oh, and since I'm sorry, that one is dead. Okay, so he is now standing with only one of these cultists outside. But as he starts moving towards you, Marin, you can see he has got like a trail of blood coming down his side. He has been struck. But it is Dako's turn. Sorry, so you can't do anything about it.
Okay. I'm going to go up to the trio.
Okay. You feel the place left by Rowan.
I can see the boxes and everything, right? Pretty much. I'm not
Yeah.
completely destroyed. Okay. With saying all of that, I get really mad and I go into rage.
All right.
Yes.
So I walk in like, what have you done? And I drop the short sword and I punch. I throw a fist at number 4.
All right.
Bound.
Make your attack.
Monkey bomb.
Sorry, Nintendo. Forgot.
Monkey bomb.
What are you doing to our stream?
Nintendo
This is
overload.
our 4th episode.
Reggie, please, Reggie.
I'll see you on the battle bus at Fortnite.
It is a 24.
24 hits. Yep.
Punch him
Do you
right
get
in the
bonuses from rage?
Do some huge damage.
Do I get no.
Oh, now I'm singing the Mario song.
Just not a whole lot.
Rage gives you access to more abilities. That's about it.
Yeah, it's a door that many consider to be unnatural.
Your fists are a D10.
My fists are D10 while raging.
That's a powerful punch.
It's a falcon punch.
That's a subclass.
No.
oh, free!
That's a subclass ability.
What? All right, just strike the whole fight. We can't have any of this fight in the actual episode anymore.
So that's an 8. It's an 8 bludgeoning damage.
8 bludgeoning.
To the face.
All right, how do you want to do this?
I want to knock him out. I want to.
Break his teeth.
You said at the beginning of all of this that if unless otherwise declared, it is non-lethal. Is this non-lethal?
This is definitely not legal. I
Okay.
said knockout. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna punch. I'm gonna uppercut him.
Despite being non-lethal, it does not stop a few teeth from flying free of his jaw. Yes. And you hear a satisfying crack, knowing you've probably broken his lower jaw.
It's the Batman kind of non-lethal.
Yeah, I like it. It's Moon Knight's.
A jump kick. while they're on the ground, face into the pavement.
It's the kind of non-lethal that could only exist in comic books, because if you actually did that to someone, they'd be dead. No, I can hang people from meat hooks and use them like a punching bag. That's totally usable. All right. You've moved. You raged.
Yeah.
That's an action, right?
Yeah,
So that's all three of yours.
I'm tapped out.
Okay. Marin.
I'm going to heal.
Nice.
Heal Isham for 2 actions. So that is 14.
14. Very nice.
Good.
All right. What does your healing look like? Is it, you said it's normally like a green mystical
Yeah.
energy? Okay. So yeah, you form this green light, and you see as it kind of shines on this wound at his side, as the edges of it start to close up. Anything else you'd like to do?
In my own head, I'm imagining it being like almost like vine looking, like green strands of magic.
I like
Yeah,
stitching
yeah.
him up.
Yeah.
That's cool. You're wrong, but that's cool.
Just thought it'd be cool to put it out there.
Thank you. Didn't ask, but
Then
I appreciate it.
Guide this man.
yeah, I'll give him guidance.
Guide this man. All right. Cool. So he is guided up and he is ready to go. Augustus, are you ready to go?
Yes. So I can probably kind of see number 6 through the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how far away from him am I?
25 feet.
Perfect. So Augustus is just going to basically charge and then like just jump over Daco and then go for a bite.
Okay. You snarling just jump over. Yeah. With your new bestial muscles in your legs, you just fly over him. Roll your attack.
That's a big doorway. Or a small beast.
Does Augustus grow in size from the mutagen?
I think it just says you grow like bestial.
Yeah, your features transform into something bestial and lumbering. So maybe somewhat.
He just
grow in size,
He gets,
but
he
not
gets a
medium.
hunch and gets really big forearms and just kind
Yeah,
of.
he just like
drags his
gets
knuckles.
crazy lats.
I'm thinking, for whatever reason, if anyone watched the Lilo and Stitch show, the one that does the haircuts,
Oh, yeah.
with the
That's
long
really funny.
claws.
But yeah, that's a
That's very
20.
specific. That's not like it looks like Stitch.
Deep cut for my Lilo and Stitch.
That's just a 20 to hit.
20 hits. Yep.
Okay.
Just a 20.
Man,
Yep, just a 20.
I miss the old Disney.
Shh.
They'll come after us too.
Yeah, we can't sue them. It's in our Disney Plus contract.
That is 2 piercing.
That's right, Disney. We hate you.
I rolled the lowest roll, so
We literally have to strike this whole fight from the session.
We already knew that. I'm just adding to the pile.
I'm just really excited for when people watch the episode and it's like,
And then
you
I'll-
get up to this fort. Okay, you leave the fort.
and I'll take my last action to just swipe at him.
Yeah, we just cut this
Minus
part.
5? Yeah.
The whole
Hard cut.
Jump cut.
Hard cut.
19 also hits. Did you
That's
subtract 5 for that?
I did, so
Okay.
it's plus 6.
Oh, cool.
leaving
So plus
leaving the fort with 2 of your bodies or your companions' bodies in hand.
That one is 5 slashing.
5 slashing?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you are making mincemeat of this guy's face as you lumbered over and like a cat scratching, just tear away at his skin.
This 4.5 foot little gremlin.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you just start tearing at it. That said, it is now their turn again. So, he, in response to that, is going to drop his dagger, and you can see that he, different from the others, is wearing a pair of hand wraps. He is going to he's going to kind of ball up in a fist and just try and clock you.
All right.
Does a 26 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Not crit though.
So he's going to do 12 bludgeoning damage. And he's going to knock you off of him and slam you into the wall as you feel an overwhelming amount of force behind this punch as he knocks you back and slams you against the wall. And then he's going to do it again. 17 minus 5 plus 1, 13.
13.
12 plus 1, 13.
Okay. That does not hit.
Okay. 13 does not hit, so he's going to then take an action to... What does he want to do? Realizing his attempts are... His life is likely short-lived. He's going to take a step and start moving towards the last cage. Number 5 is
The
not
Nicolas
done.
Cage.
Not Nicolas Cage.
That's actually the person in there. Their name is Nicholas. Wow. So
The girl's
those
name
two
Nicholas?
attacks are stinky. Correct. Those 2 attacks are stinky, and he's going to also take a guarded step, realizing that, watching what the other one is doing, they're both making their way towards the cage in like a desperate move.
What do you roll?
6 and a 3 plus 7 on each of those. So,
Nice.
yeah, I don't think either of those hit. The third one out here is going to take advantage of Isham fleeing. Holy cannoli.
All crits.
No, none of those hit.
All crit fails.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. That didn't none of those hit. So he's just kind of, with the damage he's taking, he's kind of wobbling as he gets back up, and as he's just slashing, it's haphazard at best. He's not got a full might behind it. But it is now Rowan's turn. You see these 2 last cultists as they make their final desperate attempt to get to this girl.
You don't think you're getting away, do you? I'm gonna throw another.
You don't see us cringing
Force
now.
barrage, or you?
No.
Electric arc?
Electric arc.
So
Electric
they make a save, right?
Boogaloo.
Of
18.
one of them saves, one of them does not.
Okay.
Which one saves?
5 saves, 6 does not.
4 damage
4 damage before it's halved.
before it's halved.
Okay, so 1 takes 2. So 5 takes 2.
Can you
and-
add
6 takes 4.
guidance to damage?
I don't have guidance anymore.
I know.
Yeah.
Which is closest to the girl?
Closest is number 5.
I'm gonna push 6 into the wall.
Okay. So you slam 6 into the wall, and he's going to take an additional d4 of damage from that. Ooh, 4 damage.
Man, he hit his head on the wall.
And that is actually enough to take him out.
Yes.
So you slam him with this force, and he just knocks into the wall and drops unconscious.
I'm just realizing Rowan's position, and so now I'm imagining him like going underneath Dako's arms and just.
Let me be your arms.
Anything else for you?
No, that's it.
Okay. Then Isham is going to finish this last one off. Please. Okay, yes. No. No. Okay. So he just needs to roll. Perfect. Okay. All right. He turns around, and with 3 swings of his dagger, it's a miss. It's a miss. And then with the last jab, right between the ribs, the last cultist outside goes down, and you hear another garbled as he drops. Marin, you watch as the third and final cultist out here falls to the ground. He looks at you and says, "How are they faring?"
I don't know. I didn't see what was going on.
Let us perhaps reinforce them. All right, and that will end his turn. Marin and Dako. So, Dako, you can go.
Dako.
I'm in a rage. I'm going to pounce and I'm going to jump on the number 5.
We need this one to talk. Watch his jaw.
Where do you think you're going? And I'm gonna
Get over here.
get over here. Can I grapple him?
You may.
That's a athletic check, yeah.
Yeah.
I did a 9. Probably doesn't.
No, 9 is not enough.
Yeah, I'll just swing at him.
Okay. Yeah, you try to grab him by the hood, but he ducks out of the way. And so, yeah, make an attack.
That is a like a 13.
13?
12. 4 plus 8, 12.
12? No, that does not hit. So that is it for you, right?
That's yeah, that is 3 actions.
Okay. So yeah, he is still free and making his final desperate maneuvers.
Does he has to step though?
Yes, he will have to step. Marin, what would you like to do?
I'll use 2 actions to move.
Okay.
In.
So you move in, get to about here, and then you use your second action to get to about here.
Okay, and then I'll cast guidance on Augustus.
Cool. All right. You would summon this magical supportive energy. Augustus, take us home.
Augustus is gonna basically do what he did before and just run up and try.
Okay. You run.
Oh my.
You attack. Take a chunk out of his neck.
Put a +1 to that.
8 plus 6.
14 does not hit.
14. I'll just attack him again then. -5.
Do it.
Oh, that's a natural 20, so.
Nice. So that doubles the damage. Go for it.
Is it to just roll twice?
Yeah. Roll it twice and then add your modifier.
3 plus 1, so that's 7.
Okay. He's not downed.
Really?
Yeah. He's taking the least damage of any of these. All right. But you do slash him up. You're tearing at these robes at the back of him, and the leather armor beneath him is now on full display. But it is his turn. He is going to
Did
take
you
a
use
step.
guidance?
He did.
Mm-hmm.
On the first roll. He's going to step, and then he's going to step again. And with his final action, he is going to try and slash at this girl through the bars. Okay. He rolled a 19, which does hit. So
Imagine that's
you see as
Able
he
to hit her
brings
through the
down
bars?
he does the weakness that the cage was already kind of like, it's not a very strong cage, so he just grabs it and brings the knife down. You see this blade flash and glint in the light as he brings it down onto this girl. You hear her scream. You're not sure what's happened yet. That ends his turn. Rowan, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna rush in here.
Okay.
I'm gonna get right next to him,
Okay.
and I'm gone. I see this, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna grab him by the shoulders, turn him around, and strike directly in his face. With a gouging claw.
Okay. Roll your attack. Yeah, I imagine with the age and the size of this girl, she reminds you very much of your sister.
Yeah. 26. Sorry, 26.
26. All right. That hits. Roll damage.
That's not a crit, right?
26 is not a crit. 1 shy.
Uh, 6 damage
+2.
plus 2 persistent bleed damage.
How do you want to do this?
Rip his face off.
Okay.
I want to from the eyes to the mouth and just rip.
Okay. You pull out his eyes, taking a chunk of flesh and even a portion of his upper mandible just all torn away, leaving a huge hole in his face. And he is dead.
I'm just gonna keep
Tearing at him.
tearing at him.
Okay. You rip and tear and rip, and what are the rest of you doing? The fight is over.
I'm gonna tackle Rowan.
Okay. Yeah, you run up. I'll have you make an athletics check then to kind of grapple him. What is your fortitude save?
17.
20.
Okay. You try, Rowan, to shrug him off, but he grabs you and pulls you away from this body.
Stop. Go. Calm.
And when you say this, you realize I'm just in tears.
Yeah.
Taco, they got her.
I'm gonna run in. I'm running in.
Couldn't stop them.
Augustus is just standing there and still in his bestial form and slowly like coming out of his bestial form. He's still just standing there.
Okay.
Just
I'm gonna try stabilize on the girl and anyone else in the room that is.
Okay. Tell me what that does.
So stabilize says that the target loses the dying condition but remains unconscious at 0 hit points.
Okay. I'm gonna have you make a flat check.
Okay.
So you don't add anything to a flat check. You just roll a d20. I need you to get a 15 or higher.
$18.
Pog.
You step up and lay your hands on her and you plead with Avena to save this young girl's life. And as you do so, desperately clinging to any sort of hope that you have, you see her breathe again.
Bro, and she's breathing.
I'm
Breathe.
I'm
Breathe.
gone.
Her eyelids flutter and you see that there are tears running down her face. Her face is dirty and seems to be tarnished by scrapes and scars all over. And the tears kind of leave streaks. But she looks up at you and she says,
It's okay. It's okay.
She just weeps in your arms.
We're gonna get you home.
Where's my dad? Where's my dad?
He's at home. He's okay. We're gonna get you to him.
And she buries her face in your arms.
is she speaking Elvish?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, she's fluent in 13 languages as an 8-year-old.
I just need to make sure of that.
Yes, she is. Isham steps into the room behind you and seeing you holding her, is she?
She's okay.
She's alive.
She's okay. She's okay. She's okay.
Augustus is with his clothes more stretched now. He's going to follow the gun and just pass out.
Okay. Well, thank you for your help. And he's just kind of
you can sit down.
he's gonna kind of step forward towards Marin, and as those last few steps, they're kind of shaky before he stumbles and kind of just strokes this girl's hair, just quietly, not moving. Yeah. Aside from
Can
that,
I make a perception check? Not very not very active perception check, but just to like see if the other two corpses have any chance of being alive.
Sure. Yeah, you can do that. Does stabilize only works on one person, right?
It was
This is
one, yeah.
target? Yeah.
It's a 19.
Actually, when you roll is
18.
a medicine check, so whatever you rolled, just add your medicine to it.
Add my medicine to it?
Not like don't add perception, add medicine.
Okay,
instead.
12.
Okay. You
Like, I don't see breathing, obviously,
They're
or
gone.
anything.
Taco, I'm good now.
you can see their throats have been slit.
You're like, Taco, I'm okay. Taco,
No,
Taco, I'm okay.
Taco,
Okay.
I'm good now.
Right.
What did I do? I just looked at the
You committed murder against the murderer.
yeah.
So we're-
I'm not that disappointed. I took it a little bit far, I think.
Looking, camera looks at the corpse.
Faceless.
Yeah. No one's going to be able to identify him.
And my hand is, I imagine, just covered in blood.
Liquids that you
and
would
gore.
not know exist.
Yeah. And she's okay.
She's all right.
All right. I'm going to go tie the two that are
Yeah.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of them has
sleeping.
There should be two. There should be one eye knocked out and the
There
one that
is
hit the
two.
wall.
Yeah.
So the one that hit the wall, as you move over, you realize the trauma of hitting the wall did not just knock him unconscious. He's dead.
His pet.
What a bunch of weaklings.
The one that is alive though has a broken jaw.
Yeah. That's okay.
But yeah, you can
We
tie
need
him.
him to talk.
We can talk later.
Well, I want him to see what happened to his buddies, just so he has an idea of.
Him having a broken jaw isn't as bad as the other one missing the upper part of his jaw.
Yeah,
so.
for sure.
Missing his upper jaw. Yeah.
Probably best Patty wasn't here. I don't think Patty would want to see that.
No.
With that somber tone, we're gonna take a break. Give everyone a few minutes to go to the bathroom, come to terms with what has just happened, and we'll be back in a minute. And we're back. All right. Thank you everyone if you're still with us for watching. We, as always, would ask that if you'd be willing to, if you enjoy what you're watching, to like, subscribe, leave a comment, let us know how we're doing, what you think, and any suggestions for how we can improve. But we're gonna go ahead and get back into it. So you are still, all of you, kind of huddled around this young girl. Augustus, you're probably at this point kind of coming back into consciousness now that your mutagen has dissipated. But what would you guys like to do as you stand in this now quiet fort?
Can I try and wake up the guy that we
The one
tied
that's
up?
alive?
Yeah, I'm tying
One
him up
that's laying next to me.
with I'm ripping part of his cloak and then tying him his hands.
Okay. Yeah, you roll him over. You can slap him awake, and as you do, he looks at you with his jaw hanging askew.
Can you talk?
Do you want me to heal his jaw?
Well, I was gonna ask, can you just relocate it?
Sure, I can try.
Where would you like him to locate it? To relocate it to?
Where it was originally.
Do you think this?
Do
Do you want me to make a check at all?
It's not dislocated. It's broken. You have broken.
Okay,
his
I would like to relocate his broken jaw
jaw. Okay. What are you gonna do to fix
because
that?
I don't know anything about medicine.
Gotcha.
That-
Make a medicine check.
It's a 10.
Yeah, you try to kind of work it back in, and you just are causing more pains.
That might be for the best. Yeah.
I would like to demoralize him.
Try and
You did.
try
Hell
and
yeah.
heal this jaw if you can.
Yeah, I'll go up and gently touch the side of his face and just heal.
Okay. Yeah, you cast heal, and you see as the pieces of bone from underneath the skin begin to form back together. Well, the kind of pulling it back into place. It's still obviously broken, but you can kind of move it a little more. I do. What do you want?
I want to know where your base of operations is. Where are you from?
Why would you think I would tell you that?
Because
And
you'll die otherwise.
I step out of the way and motion to his buddy's body.
Roll me an intimidation
The
check.
faceless one.
Because this will happen to you.
He holds up the face.
24.
He looks at you and I'm not afraid of death. All of us will be unmade. This is the way.
Are you afraid of pain?
No.
I'm gonna punch him in the stomach. You know, like, yeah, that was nothing. I can keep going. We gave you your jaw back. I could take that away.
All pain suffered in his name is pain worth suffering.
I don't think this is.
I don't think
gonna
it's in
work
his
away.
name. It's in my name. And I punch him again.
Daco, I don't think this is working.
The hands that unravel will see that all is brought back to the way it was.
While this is going on, I'm gonna take the girl into the other room.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm
She doesn't
also
wanna
gonna
watch
go.
torture.
I'm also gonna go in the other room and start gathering material. Little rat, little rat boy.
Oops, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. As you both of you do that, he's just gonna continue.
I'm gonna good cop, bad cop this. I've decided.
You want to be good cop?
I can be good cop. I'm gonna use.
I'm not raging anymore. I'm actually not feeling good about it.
I'm gonna. Hey, actually, we just.
Actually.
You know, we see that you're not interested in death, and so we're gonna leave you alone. However, we still need to know where you come from. We want to learn more about your proposition. I'm gonna use no cause for alarm. I attempt to reduce a panic. I know he's probably not. Maybe he's panicked. I don't know. But I'm gonna attempt a diplomacy check to the will DC of a creature.
Okay.
If I succeed, his frightened state is reduced. I
Okay,
don't know if that's
go for
gonna- to make any difference. 19.
Yeah, that passes. Okay. He looks at you, and for a second, he's kind of confused.
Look, my pal here, he's a little bit angry, and so he went and hit you a couple times, and I'm sorry about that.
All pain suffered is a trophy in the eyes.
Sure. Can you tell me why it's a trophy and who it's a trophy to? Because I don't feel good. I just got cut up, and I don't feel like it's a trophy for me.
To the father of chaos.
Yeah.
Can I roll a religion to see if I know what he's talking about?
Sure.
I do have the student of the canon. If I roll a critical failure, well, that's to decipher writing or to recall knowledge about tenets of a faith, I get a failure instead.
Okay.
If you roll failure, I get if everything gets boosted up to 1. So if I fail, I get a success.
Cool.
If I roll a success, it's a crit success.
Cool.
To remember tenets or whatever.
Nice.
So it's 20 dirty.
Okay. Yeah, that is a critical success in this case. He's talking about a father of chaos. From your interactions with other religions outside of
Interactions and also
Boy.
studying that Father would have done. So
the
brief.
only other god you know that deals with things like chaos would be Novus. Novus is a god of a lot of what he represents is tearing down things that are built, just dismantling regimes, tearing down structures, anything to do with the dismantling or disorganization of things.
Do you speak of Novus?
You have heard of him.
Mm-hmm.
What is this Novus guy? What does he want?
I don't think he would like it very much if we remantled everything. What happened if I was to restore your health, bring you back as if nothing happened, and that you were the cause of a weak link to everyone else's life, and yours was restored, and the building was restored? I'm making a really hard attempt, trying my best to
You guys are the
an antithesis to his.
Then I'd make it again in his name.
Okay. Or better yet, why don't you tell us where your base is located? We want to also dismantle.
What do you want to dismantle?
Your cult.
In the name of Novus.
In the name of Novus, right? That's what he would want. No, he doesn't want things made unmade.
Just kill me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. We're not here to kill you.
I'm not going to tell you anything. I have no reason to trust any of you.
I'm gonna look at Isham. Be like, you want anything here?
Oh.
He's going to pull an arrow from
No. I'm gonna stop him. August, can I get your help in here?
One moment. I'm gathering resources and materials.
Isham,
He's like halfway through.
hold that arrow just a moment. I think I have one more idea. Oh, he can't understand me. Yeah. August, get in here. And I lean out the doorway and
I just walk in.
put your stuff down. Just for a moment.
I'm just gonna bring it in here.
Okay. And I'm gonna whisper this to him. Do you think we can make like a truth serum that we can use on this guy?
I'm working on it.
Okay. I'm gonna whisper the same thing to Daco. Hey, I'm gonna get August to try and work on a truth serum. Do you think that would be beneficial in this instance? I really want
I
to
don't know
use
what
this
to do
guy
here.
again.
This is out of my realm.
Just kill me already.
Shut up.
So I'm gonna,
Each strike born in his name is a trophy.
He coughs up blood.
This Noah's guy sounds like a dirtwad.
I'm going to try and do 2 different checks for 2 different mutagens.
Okay.
I want to make a serene mutagen for him, and then I'm going to make a silver tongue mutagen for
What is your limit on mutagens that you can make in a day?
I think it's total of 8.
Okay, just checking.
So
You want to make a silver tongue mutagen?
mhm.
And then what's the other one?
The other one is the serene mutagen.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Go. Do you need to make crafting checks for those, or you just
yeah, I'll
do
make
it?
crafting checks for this.
Okay.
9 plus 8 is 16. No, 17.
Okay.
Oh, that one's not that good. 4 plus 8 is
12.
Yeah, 12.
So which one was the first one for?
Serene mutagen.
Okay, so that one works. The second one does not.
Okay.
And this is gonna take you a couple minutes. So
Yeah.
while you guys are doing that, what are the rest of you guys? You just waiting for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Isham will put his bow away.
Oh wait, I have a circumstance bonus to crafting with.
I'm going to Dragon Claw and just kind of. Now I am kind of angry, and I'm just gonna kind of not like pierce him, but like give him little scratch marks along his cheek just to see how he's taking it.
Okay.
You are nothing compared to if I betray my lord. Please, just kill me.
You know, I thought torturing was awful, but these people deserve this.
I added plus 4
They
to it,
enjoy
it'd
it,
be
I guess.
A 16,
I know.
and then the other one would be higher.
Okay.
Freaks.
So
Yeah, that would pass then.
Yes,
I
circumstance
forgot
bonus.
I have the circumstance bonus for
Mhm.
crafting.
Okay.
So yeah.
What is that for?
The alchemical savant. It was a feat I took.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
With these potions, can we just, or mutagens,
plus,
can we just
advanced alchemy, I believe.
shove them down the?
That's for identifying.
Identifying? Oh
Yes.
no, it was something else. What was it?
You can identify, and it gives you a +2 circumstance bonus.
I'll look it up.
Okay.
Oh, I think it's specialty crafting.
As you're just gonna. Sorry.
Make him ingest it. Yeah. Down the hatch. The first one probably harder than the second one.
Yeah, it's
To do what?
Put the serene mutagen in the silver tongue.
You just grab his jaw and you...
Ouch.
okay. It is specialty crafting, and it's +2.
Are you a master in crafting?
You trained or expert or?
Oh, that's right. I need to double check that.
It's +1 otherwise. Okay.
Okay, it's just +1. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't
that
be
would
enough.
not be
then.
enough.
Yeah. I don't think +2 would be enough either. So
But the first one did
Yeah.
successfully create. So this you're gonna give him the serene mutagen.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's going to try and resist, and if you're pulling at his jaw, it's definitely going to hurt as it goes down.
That's fine.
He's finally he takes it and
Whoa. What did you do to me?
Do we lie or?
Take a chill pill, man.
I think I just did.
Well, it's chill elixir, but
Are you gonna tell us where? Will you tell us who you're working for now?
Yep. I was working for that guy whose face you ripped off over there.
Okay. And who did he work for?
The same guy as all of us? With this Novus?
Okay. And where does he keep his people?
Where does he keep his people?
Yeah, like where's the main force? Where's the base?
We don't have, this is our base.
There's not more of you.
There's no more of us. I only know of us. I've lived with these people for 5 years now.
what about the guy that was mauled by the barrow back there?
Yeah, what about was there
Yeah, he was one of us. He's a nice guy.
What'd you do? Why'd you take these people?
We were gonna sacrifice them.
Okay.
nice people? Nice people.
I think maybe we're misunderstanding each other.
Marin, can you ask Isham if he wants to take a prisoner?
Yeah, I'll relay that to Isham.
She's like Hey, jump! The other room.
No, Ishim's sitting here with a bow aimed at this
No, but
guy.
she's in the other room.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm probably standing at the door.
All right, I'll be right back.
these
And then
are
I'm gonna go venture forth and find Patty again.
okay. These cultists have visited our village before. They're something of a nuisance. I don't see any reason we would have to keep them alive. Especially if that means they'll come back.
They don't have the information that I was looking for. I'm fine with that.
It's his jurisdiction.
Augustus, as you walk up the hill to the edge of this clearing, you see Patty cowering in the bushes, his butt in the air.
I just like pick him up. Patty, it's okay. We're here.
It's you, Augustus. Unless someone's wearing your face.
No, I was there was face ripping off, but
Oh no!
Patty, calm down. Patty, everyone's okay. Everyone's alive. Everyone's alive. Well, everyone that we like is alive.
But I don't know if I like you. You killed Augustus and you're wearing his face.
No, I am Augustus.
You're Augustus wearing Augustus's face?
Technically, yes,
Why
but
would you rip off your own face and wear it?
I didn't rip my own face off, Patty.
Then why did you say that you did?
No, someone else's face got ripped off.
You ripped off someone else's face and you're wearing it?
No, Rowan ripped someone else's face off. He's not
And you're
wearing
wearing
the
the
face.
face of someone
No,
else?
Patty.
Got ripped off?
Patty,
You're confusing me.
I'm confusing me too, Patty.
Oh man.
Patty, just come on.
Can you see my friends at least?
Yes, you can see your friends.
Okay, before you kill me?
You're not gonna die, Patty.
Okay. I don't know if
Well,
I'm
not
really-
yet.
Oh no!
Patty, you're not gonna live forever.
Well, I know. I talked to Rowan about existential dread.
Yeah, exactly. So you get the concept that one day you will die. But today's not that day.
Okay.
I don't think.
You mean it?
I don't think it is. Unless there's something else that I don't know.
No!
I imagine
Only-
at this point
only
we're
the
gonna let
gods
Isham
know.
loose his arrow.
Okay, yeah. He lets it off quickly and just. I the kung fu one.
I'm gonna kick him in the face one more time to shut him up.
And as he stops breathing, you hear sobs coming from outside this room.
Oh god!
No, not gone, Patty. I can't handle this anymore.
Oh, guys! Hey, everybody! Wait, are you wearing faces too?
No, Patty.
What are you talking about?
This
about?
guy who's wearing Augustus's face says that he's wearing Augustus's face.
Big D, I can't handle it anymore.
I'm tired, man.
Spirit, can you cast a spell to make sure that everyone here is not wearing someone else's face?
Everyone is who they are.
Just-
like that is Augustus.
just
That's
pretend.
Doggo.
Just pretend.
Shut up.
That-
There is a child here that doesn't need to hear your conversation.
Oh,
She,
sorry.
She can't speaking Elvish.
You see,
He's gonna start speaking to her in Elvis.
nobody's faces got ripped off.
Patty.
Sorry.
I imagine she definitely saw.
She definitely did. A faceless person.
Depends on how you got her out of there, because maybe not.
Oh, she
She was dead at the time. That
she was probably
That's true, but
unconscious
she would
at-
have to walk over the body that was there.
not if someone was close.
Not if her
Darting
eyes are
eyes.
full of tears.
Cover eyes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
head,
imagine that's probably something
Yeah.
you would do.
I'm heading I'm picking up the short sword from that's at the doorway and handing it back to Isham. All right, we should go. I don't want to be here anymore.
I'm gonna slowly sink into the wall. I'm a little hurt.
What do you know of the hands that unravel?
I've never heard of that.
That's the name of this group. They have been a thorn in our side for some time. They've terrorized us, burned crops, but they don't seem to have any real purpose to what they do.
Did you check upstairs?
No.
Do you want to check upstairs?
Sure. Maybe there's ingredients.
I will.
From what I overheard, it seemed like Daco had heard of their deity.
I see. Perhaps when you return, we could speak more of this.
Sure.
For now, I think it would be best if I took Feloya and returned her to her father.
Yes.
And, he'll kneel down. Feloya, why don't you come with me? She turns away from where she's nestled up
Is Isham
against
still
you.
like bleeding?
Mm-hmm. And
But not as profusely because
she looks at
Oh, okay.
him and then kind of looks up at you, just for kind of like a confirmation.
He'll take you home.
And she runs to him and he scoops her up and he says, I will make sure this news gets back to Lucida. Thank you.
And he sprints as fast as possible.
Does. He gets out of here. His platinum blonde hair streaking behind him as he leaves.
He's like Silver the Hedgehog.
Just like those NPCs that leave a game. They're
He's
now
like
that
my
she's
Sonic
gone-
fan fiction character.
stands there.
He's so famous.
Now that the girl's gone, who are all of you?
I'm already going upstairs. I'm done with Patty for the day.
I am not doing so hot either against a wall. I'm just ignorant.
Can I heal you with magic, Rowan? Are we okay with
I imagine I'm
magic
not
now?
listening very, very intently. I'm just trying to breathe.
I grab his head.
Yeah.
And I nod him. He says, yeah. He says it's okay.
Okay.
Wow, a lot's changed in the last hour.
I'm going to heal Rowan.
The Rowan that I knew never would let someone heal with magic.
Augustus probably has a broken rib or two because he definitely got punched in the chest
I feel
for a
great.
lot of damage.
All right.
I have a scratch.
Okay. 12.
Yes.
Cool.
I say yes.
All right,
like
you guys are
Fulton
going
now.
upstairs?
He's gonna.
I'm already.
You're going upstairs, okay. So,
I grab like a
you.
torch or something. as I'm
stepping to
heading.
the top of this fort, you kind of come to what is like a little watchtower. And as you open up the trapdoor that leads to this top floor, you immediately are met with this strong, foul stench of blood and ichor and death. As you climb up in here, you see that around the entire edges of the room have been drawn two concurrent circles. One of them spanning almost the entire outer edge, and the other centered in the middle. The one in the center not only has blood streaked, but there are bones that kind of outline the edges of it. And set in the center is a circle. And that's what you see.
Do these bones look bestial or
They look
humanoid?
humanoid.
I can't use those ones. I just go up to it and I basically just examine it and look at it.
Okay.
Should I roll a perception check?
Are you you're trying to like pick stuff up and look at it?
I'll probably pick it up, yeah.
Okay, I need you to roll me a fortitude save then.
Cool.
Or sorry, a will save.
Ooh, that's not as cool. I'm not as good with that one. Oh, okay. That's a 21.
21. Okay.
21?
As you touch the bones on this inner edge of the circle, your mind is blasted with sonic energy.
mind
You feel
blast.
as if some presence is forcing its way into your head. And then you hear a voice. Who reaches across the maelstrom to speak with me?
I'm Augustus.
What's taking him so long?
I just wanted to pick up this circle thing.
I see, my child. Step forward and state what knowledge it is you seek.
Who are you?
I am the falling and crumbling stone building I am the people in terror. I am systems that decay. I am all that is no longer and will never be again. But you, what is it you seek?
I guess what I seek. Oh, I'd be cool to use magic.
Gus is slowly becoming a warlock.
You seek power. Knowledge.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I just want to be able to make cool things.
I see.
Just having a casual
Well,
conversation.
you have come to the right place.
Okay.
If it is knowledge that you seek, knowledge I can provide.
Mm-hmm.
And as there's a moment of pause, you all of a sudden have your mind, you are once more struck with this splitting pain as your mind just flashes in a vision, and you see dark clouds rolling in the sky. You see lightning striking in between them, and you recognize this to be the storm that perpetually resides above Lumira. There is power for those willing to take it, but that power can corrupt. If you are not strong enough, are you strong enough?
Will I be able to use this power to bring life back?
You will be able to use this power to destroy those who seek to take it away.
I'm not really the destructive type.
What do you mean?
Well, I just want to help people. I want to bring people up.
Don't you think that having the power to vanquish your foes would help?
Not really.
What?
I want to bring life back to the land.
And I'm giving you the power to kill those who would stop that.
Yeah, but who's taking the life away?
Your enemies, of course.
But who are my enemies?
You have no enemies.
What? You don't know your enemies?
No.
No one. There are no.
Then why do you seek this power?
Not a single person.
I just want to be able to see green again.
You have sought me in the maelstrom, a creature of power untold, and this is what you wish?
Oh, I guess what I wish is for the storm to go away.
And I tell you that I could give you the strength to strike down those who create it.
But who's creating it?
Shut up! And he's going to strike you with more pain. So I need you to roll another will save.
You hear something?
You might hear a thud on the ground in a second. Oof, that's not good. 13.
You take 7 sonic damage.
Oof.
As your head just splits with more of this intense pain.
Sounds like somebody needs a chili dog.
Sonic.
Do not seek me if you do not wish to wield my power.
I don't even know what I'm looking for. I just walked in here and my head's hurting now.
You are a fool. And now I know your face. My servants shall find you. And with that, the connection is severed. and you are returned to the.
Now all of China knows you're here.
I was really hoping Warlock Augustus.
That would have been a pretty cool arc. He's just like anti-hero.
Yeah, you are returned to the tower, and you do lose your balance and
To
drop.
use the power of the Novus to destroy the Novus.
All right, well,
He got his magic.
I'm just here. Like I'm just like.
Do you pass out again?
Pretty much, yeah. You guys hear a thud.
I'll go check on him.
Oh no, what if somebody took his face?
There's nobody here, Patty.
Oh, okay. Wait,
There's,
we're here.
There's just an eldritch.
No one
god,
else is here besides us.
There's just an eldritch god casually chilling upstairs.
Yeah, I walk upstairs.
Okay, you find Augustus unconscious on the ground.
Do I see anything else of note?
You see these blood circles that have been formed.
And I'm laying down right next to the center point.
Okay, I'm gonna go and just pick him up. Do I accidentally touch the?
You do, but
Nothing happens.
there's no. Yeah. there's
Okay. Just like,
no- yeah, you shuffle the bones out of the way.
yeah, get out of here. I'll pick him up with a throw over my shoulder.
All
It's just that's all that's in this room, right? Just like a
Yep. It just seems to be like a ritual room.
And it reeks.
cool. Gross.
Yep.
Oh no, is he dead?
No, he's
Ooh.
tired.
Man, I get it. It's been a long day.
Do I see this symbol anywhere?
No.
You
You
wanna
can
hold
roll
it
a
closer
perception
to
check.
the-
You don't see it anywhere, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
That symbol.
To symbol.
Not great. 9.
Looking around, you don't see it anywhere carved or inscribed anywhere. You just see, however, I will tell you, as you kind of search amongst their belongings, you find that on these ceremonial knives, there are symbols, but they do not match the symbols.
Okay. I'm gonna draw the symbols that I see, if that's all right.
That works.
Yeah, roll me a will save.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Who
19.
calls me?
As you attempt to write them, your mind sort of struggles to comprehend what it is it sees as it moves and forms. But you manage to track the movement of these runes enough that you are able to inscribe one of them onto a scrap of paper that you have. Yeah. So you have that rune that's from the knives.
I'm gonna heal Augustus.
Okay.
I'm just casually chilling at 7 hit points.
All right. Do you want to roll me a perception check since you're
I'm almost at
not
full
busy
now.
with something else?
17.
Cool. You notice, as they're kind of completing all their work, that in the midst of the fight, Augustus tore up a few of these floorboards, and you see something glint beneath one of these torn up floorboards.
Hey, Patty, can you check that out for me?
Nope. Thanks for asking, though.
Fine. I put Augustus down.
As I wake up.
The maelstrom. Is it still your face?
Oh my goodness. We need to part the maelstrom.
What?
You park it? Park it where?
No, not park. What does park mean?
It's like a place where kids play.
Why would that have any semblance to
You
What is
said
the
it. I was
maelstrom?
just
What is
trying
the
to.
maelstrom?
the maelstrom? Obviously.
Obviously, the maelstrom.
Patty.
Go
What's
back.
the maelstrom?
Go back to bed for a little bit, okay? Augustus?
I saw something. I saw this guy. He was asking who is asking knowledge for the maelstrom and stuff like that. There's lightning everywhere and
Doc,
everything.
are you getting this?
He wants me. He wants me to destroy everything for some reason. I said no because I don't want to destroy things. I want to make things alive again.
I was really worried you were gonna say yes. I'm part of everything, so I would have a
I don't know why he wants me to destroy things.
Maybe because he works for Avena.
I don't think that he works for Avena.
Oh, so there's two gods that want to destroy
Daco, so you need
everything?
some help?
What?
You need some help?
I'm just like digging through the floorboards.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go.
You peel back the floorboard and you find a small chest that has been hidden underneath here. As you open up the chest, you find 147 gold pieces and an emerald gem.
You're telling me I found an emerald at a stone castle where the gods of chaos
Stop. No more
worship?
Nintendo references.
It's not at Sega. So is it Chaos Emerald then?
Sega.
Wait, but who bought Sega?
Don't worry about it. Don't think about it.
Sony? I don't know. I don't think only.
I don't think Sega is.
I don't think Sega's owned it. If it is, it's
yeah.
owned by Konami or anything. Something.
Yeah.
Oh. Then wait, where did the Sonic and Mario Olympic Games come
That's
from?
just a.
They're broke.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just a team up.
All they have is Sonic.
That's all they have left.
Sega.
Oh man. So what do we do about it?
Ooh, well, many.
He just
Wow,
he
this
asked
will
me
go great for
well,
our economy that we
who
don't
seeks
have.
knowledge from the maelstrom
I mean,
and stuff. He said that
yeah.
that I was ignorant and whatnot.
He's great so far.
So
Do you know what ignorant means?
yes, Patty.
On that note, I'm gonna grab Patty by his scruff and walk him out the hole.
Hey, we were having a conversation.
Throw him out to the snow.
Let's go.
Cool.
Anyways, he said he knows my face, and he's gonna send his followers. He says he's gonna send his followers. What does that mean?
Means we have.
Point at the corpses.
It means we have a
those
step
guys?
towards my sister.
Well, did I just meet Novus? That one guy?
I don't know what you're talking about, Augustus.
You might know this?
Patty
Maybe.
runs in. You know this?
He speaks up through the hole in the wall.
That sounds nice.
It didn't feel nice.
So that one is
My
a
head
god of destroying
hurt.
everything.
Who, you're talking about Novus?
Yeah.
Yeah, Novus is.
I'm saying that
it's
to
Patty.
Patty.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, not a Vena.
Not a Venom.
Okay. So what's the Vena of the god of?
God of the
Nature?
opposite of bringing
Nature.
life.
Oh, she's
So, yeah.
brings life. Then who? What? But I thought that was Embra.
That's the other life. Evan is
Patty,
the
let's go
plant
back.
life.
Let's go back and get you some milk, okay? How does that sound?
Oh, that sounds so freaking good.
Come on, guys. Let's head back.
Yeah.
Finally, we're done here.
Tired of being here.
Wait a minute. Should we tell Lucinda?
Lucida.
Lucida? Should we tell Lucida that he said that they're sending his followers to me?
I think
No,
we're gonna be
probably-
okay.
yeah.
Let's just keep that to yourself, because really, I don't believe what you're saying to me. But if they are sending, if Novus is sending, his
There was
followers,
a huge blood circle upstairs, and he was in the center of it.
I
It is
see.
possible, and they were doing a lot of chanting when I walked in. It is possible he is telling some truth.
I see.
I saw a lot of lightning. Do you think your lightning energy comes from Novus?
Ooh.
I don't know.
Oh snap!
Let's just go back to town if that's okay. I really don't need the.
Well, I don't know. Are you a creepy space god?
What are you talking about? Let's go. And I once
This
again
seems a little elusive.
I'm going to once again pick him up by the scruff and start. And I'm not even gonna like pick him up. I'm just gonna kind of drag him through the snow.
Yeah, we'll tell Isham everything except that you're targeted.
Okay.
Because if they, that's on a need-to-know basis. They don't need to know
Okay.
that one.
Okay. My head hurts really bad.
He's just like bleeding out of his ears.
There's like blood coming out of his eyes.
All right, we head back to the
Okay.
village.
As you head back, your journey is uninterrupted. It seems that whatever chaos you caused in the fort has probably sent any other threats scattering. So,
How far along in the day are we?
as you look up into the sky, Embra's embrace has lightened and already begun to dim. So
Okay,
you are reaching the early hours of the evening, the late hours of the afternoon.
Let's go to Jeshua's place.
We also should report to Doran.
Well, I want to make sure that
Yes.
Jeshua sees
On
us
top of
go.
that, after that is what I'm saying.
Okay.
man, what about that Smith guy?
Yeah, it was.
We
gonna ask
already
the same
told him
question.
that we're preoccupied.
Okay,
We can probably go to him tomorrow morning.
cool.
All right. Yeah, with a largely uneventful journey as you return to Tola Semteris, you find Jeshua's tree home amidst the grove. And as you knock on the door, he answers and says, "Thank you."
I told you I'd find her. He doesn't understand me, so.
And he doesn't say anything else. He just grabs you, Augustus, in a hug. And he just kind of grabs all of you just around and just...
Oh, that sounds nice.
I had lost all hope that she would ever come back. How?
I imagine.
We all look at Marin.
He says how?
Oh, once again, look at Marin.
Once again, look at Marin.
A miracle, really.
Luck.
And a whole lot of teamwork.
And a whole lot of duct tape.
the best.
I had begun to doubt that those existed anymore. Thank you. I would be happy to tell Eremos of what you have done for me.
We appreciate that.
And perhaps this would serve you better than it would serve me.
$1 million.
It's a sort of ultra poison flame awesomeness.
He rifles through his belongings and pulls out a small pouch of gold. I haven't had much use for this.
Thank
Perhaps
you.
you would find some use here.
I don't feel good about taking that.
I don't either.
They don't really use money here, though.
Yeah. Not yet, anyway. And I found a buttload of money. already.
Okay.
We're just happy that she's all right.
Me too. And you see her kind of pop out from behind her dad's leg. What's your name?
I'm Marin.
My name's Feloya.
Eloya. I'm so glad that you're okay.
Thank you for saving me. I missed my dad.
He missed you a lot, too.
Man, I'm just really glad that that's actually his daughter.
Do you know who those people are?
Not really, but they were bad people.
Are you gonna
And-
kill them?
They're not coming back.
Okay.
Nice.
Their faces off.
Like you did that other one? Yeah, I saw.
Nice try, bub.
Yeah, with that he says, if you ever have need of anything else, never hesitate to ask.
Thank you.
Now I'm gonna take this one and get her cleaned up and ready to go to bed.
Okay, just
Don't you forget about me.
to Doran
Be
then?
safe.
To Doran's then?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
Yeah,
should
let's
check-
go to
we should-
Doran's.
report to him.
You guys promised me milk.
You can go get milk.
We'll get
I
milk
can't go there by
later.
myself. I'll lose I don't know how to get there.
Is it on the way? I think it's on the. It's not on the way.
It's
No.
not.
Oh,
Can
We'll go talk to Doran first, and then we'll get milk.
Promise?
Promise.
Okay.
I mean, milk is on the way to bed, so no matter what, we're getting milked before we go to bed.
That's true. Okay. Let's go.
I think I could use a glass of this milk. You guys speak so highly of it.
It's all right.
Buddy, it's gonna change your life.
Especially Elios's hard milk.
TM. Patent pending.
All right, well, let's go. And he's gonna pat you on the back of the leg again, Rowan. Let's make this quick.
So where to?
Doran.
Doran.
Okay.
To get our stuff back.
You return. You find your way to the edge of the grove, the place where the snow has not fully melted, and there are still large patches of it everywhere. But as you draw near, you see another tree. This one gnarled and sideways, with an adjoining, like a canvas kind of draped out. And it is here that you find Doran. He seems to be using, like a sharpening wheel to sharpen his blade. And as you approach, he looks up. Ah, you came back.
You finally arrived.
I've heard you've been busy.
Indeed.
Yeah, you could say that.
Mm-hmm.
Jeshua is very grateful for what you've done. And we all are.
I told him I'd get her.
There was a gnome man and an elderly woman that we were too late to get to before her. Wasn't a total success. Though I don't know if your grove really cares about those two.
You did what you could. Now, Isham came to me just a moment ago and informed me that you had shared with him information about the Talic Consortium. I realize that I did not make it clear that my pursuits are not entirely known to the others here.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I understand. I did not make it clear, and that is my failing.
My bad.
I thought he was with you because he was with your group earlier.
Yeah, I thought I assumed the teleconsortium was it was like a
Anti-Sentinel.
a monthly meetup that the Grove was aware of.
Talic Consortium is a faction of thugs, bandits, mercenaries, just general ne'er-do-wells.
I think we came across them. If that's the case, do they trade in
Beasts?
exotic animals?
They trade in anything that gains them coin.
Okay, cool. We yeah.
I have been meeting with them for some time now. I just realized that Dorn also only speaks Elvish. So you've been talking through Marin, but that's fine. They Eremos, he doesn't trust those who do not belong to the Grove, and because of that, he fears to open up to any outsiders. I understand his concern, but as you have learned, and as I have seen in my life, there are many dangers in the wilds. There are many threats to our peace and our safety. And I do not think if we try to remain independent that we would survive. I have spoken with this Talic Consortium because I believe that if we are able to properly negotiate with them, we could perhaps find a way to protect our village in exchange for giving them food. Fortunately, because of the language barrier, our interactions have been stymied. I have not been able to get beyond a certain point with them. And that is what I ask your help with today, actually. I'm hoping that perhaps you can help me negotiate a more permanent deal with them. This would go against Eremos's wishes. But I also hope to keep this from him for as long as possible.
Can you ask him if would we take the fall for this if something goes wrong?
That's a good question. So.
I take the responsibility for what happens here. This is my venture. But by that same note, I would ask that you try most sincerely to represent the interests of Tullus and Terrace. You have seen what is capable. We have been able to find sanctuary in these harsh wilds, and I believe that if that is allowed to be allowed to continue, we must find a way to protect it. And though the Talic Consortium is not the most morally sound of allies, they are strong, and their influence is far-reaching. I believe they are a sound ally to have.
It is better than none.
I have your belongings, if you'd like them.
Yes, please.
Thank you.
And he will... Yeah, he steps up from his place at the sharpening wheel and reaches into a chest along the side of the house and grabs out your bags, divvies them out to you one by one. Your specifically heavy bag is given back to you.
Oh, that feels so much better.
I was starting to not feel back pain anymore.
I was standing straight.
It's not my cup of tea.
The meeting is set to happen at the Lightfall of Embra's Embrace. Would you help me with this thing?
Ask him if we do it, he would help promote us having our town having a deal, or help us establish a connection to Eremos on our behalf.
Yeah. Okay. Our village, Teth, desperately needs resources. I was hoping to,
Or knowledge.
gain the knowledge of your way of life here, and that's why we wanted to speak to Eremos. If we help you with this, will you advocate for us and for our village?
Your cause would have my support. Yes.
Thank you. Yes, we'll help.
Thank you.
We really quickly gotta go get some milk.
Don't worry. I'll help you with that one. And he translates that for you.
Milk.
Yes. Any
It's actually
final
pronounced
preparations or
Malk
anything
in Elvish.
you should have roughly an hour. So anything you'd like to prepare, you can. When you're done, meet me back here, and I will take you there.
Off we go.
Oh, hey. You did me a solid. Appreciate that.
No problem.
Should we pay Elios for his...
They don't
Service.
accept money, and we already offered.
That's fair.
And we offered work. We offered everything we could.
As you guys return, Patty slams open the door to the root cellar.
The party is back.
And he steps down the stairs, but being too short to take them, he kind of has to like hop and then hop. But he tries to keep that cool demeanor as he goes down.
Elios, you know the drill.
I see that things went well.
It went.
Augustus' eyes still kind of bloodshot and stuff.
Well, maybe not perfectly.
It was good enough.
Maybe something a little stronger than milk.
You got any hard milk?
What is that?
I was promised. Maybe something a little stronger.
You mean
would be nice.
cheese?
What's that?
Oh, bud. He drops a chunk of like a wedge of cheese before you.
What is this? Takes a bite. Oh my!
Yeah, we didn't get shipments of cheese that often.
Yeah, no. Eat as much of that as you'd like.
Especially not Augustus being homeless.
You saved a girl today, and I want you to know that the future of our village is in her and every one of those young. So, you did something really important today.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, don't save some for me, guy. Come on.
You got your milk. You got your milk. He's like, as the crumbs crumble down, he's like,
Holy crap, this is great.
I guess it's gonna be blocked up for days.
something for the rest of you.
I'll try this milk that everyone speaks so highly of.
Really?
That's the notion that I got from this
He
group.
pours you a glass of milk and hands it over.
I'm gonna take a sip.
A brew.
Yep.
This is not even alcoholic. What?
I'm gonna use.
This isn't alcoholic.
I gave you what you asked for.
I assumed it was alcoholic. Is all.
Do you know where that comes from?
No, I've never heard
Comes
of
from
this.
cows.
Okay.
You know what a cow
You haven't had
is,
it.
right?
Yeah, I've had.
You've had milk before, haven't you?
You were
Not
higher
really.
up, so
I've had cow before. I've
Probably
had
cheese.
beef.
Yeah, you had beef, but you
Yeah.
probably never had milk.
No.
It doesn't travel well.
Right.
So,
That's true.
yeah. No, yeah, this would be your first time having milk.
I mean, it's all right. It's pretty good.
I'll just give
Can I
you what
can I
you
get
asked
something with alcohol?
for. Yeah. He'll pour you another cup to go with Daco's.
I'm gonna like
yeah, this
pour.
is
I'm gonna
nice.
use some of the brew to like on my wounds.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Are you going to do a treat wounds on yourself?
Yeah.
Are you trained in medicine?
No.
Then you can't. So try again.
I do it anyway.
Okay, that's fine.
Ah!
do you want me to help you with that?
Sure.
I am trained in medicine, so
If I'm trained in alcohol, can I?
that's a 20.
Okay, what happened?
Yeah, that's a success. So you will take 2d8 healing.
This meat is very bright, Elios. Very good job.
Thank you. I brewed it myself.
Actually, is it actually mean?
You gain 6.
Cool. I'm at full health.
Sick.
And as you prepare for your encounter with Doran and kind of take a little bit of a breather after your mission, we will go ahead and end our session there for this evening.
Yes. Good night.
Yes.
Thank you everyone for joining us. We hope you had a good time, got some laughs, got some tears. We would really appreciate if you enjoyed it. If you liked, subscribe, left a comment. Check us out on Instagram and TikTok, where you'll see
Absolutely.
shorter versions of these sessions.
Even YouTube.
And yeah, onto YouTube as well. Yeah, if you have any ideas for other content we could produce or other things that you'd maybe improvements we could make, let us know. But thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.